Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. And of course, I'm joined by my two lovely co hosts, Alex and Therese. How's it going?
Hey.
It's good. Happy
Very
to be
cool.
back.
Yeah, Alex took a little bit of a break on Monday. Therese and I went through Lore, which was sick. Shout outs if you joined that one. If not, you can go watch it on the old YouTube. But yeah, I am new to BTS, and we have almost completed the entire month. We got this stream and one on Monday, which is crazy. We made it through the entire month. Wild stuff.
Crazy. Kind of flew by.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Therese, how are you feeling? You're the one who crafted all of this, so.
I started this month off with, as everyone saw, the most over-the-top graphic and schedule to react to their full discography and all of the little bits and pieces I know. And I started to realize, like, as I went on, that it didn't really matter how much I prepared because there's already a bunch of fans that know everything that I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys already. So I've relaxed a lot. I'm
Chill.
gonna I'm just gonna chill with the last two playlists we have, and I've noticed a lot of my knowledge of BTS just comes up in my brain while we're watching, so I'll rely on that a lot more than our lovely Bible of the stage. Or wait, what? I don't remember the book name. I think I moved it already.
Oh no. Oh no.
But yeah, I'm happy that we have who we have
Yeah.
in chat.
Y'all are crushing it.
Hello everyone.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? What's up?
Beyond the story, thank you.
Beyond the story. Shout out Sarah. Thank you.
To my defense, every single BTS documentary they use a different acronym for BTS. So like Beyond the Stage or I don't remember the rest of them, guys.
Huh.
Tell us all of the BTS documentaries that you've watched. Burn the Stage, I think, was one. Beyond this or Bring the Soul. Yeah. Break the Silence. So
Damn.
There's a lot.
it's fine. It's like, oh, which We Are Bulletproof, which cipher, which triptych do you want to listen to?
Oh my god. The list goes on and on.
Yeah. They like to call back to their older stuff.
Yeah, they are getting creative with the names. Very cool. All right. Well, very sick. We are diving into more of the Rising era. We have some B-sides. Therese is gonna be rocking through and telling us what we're doing. So
Yeah.
very excited.
So if you missed our last video, we basically did a deep dive into all of the first few lore videos of BTS. There's actually more lore coming up in these videos today, but Alex is just going to be blind to them and listening to the music. So
I did catch a good chunk of the stream from Monday, so I'm
all right, cool.
Filled in to an extent.
But you don't need to know the lore to enjoy BTS's music, as always. So we'll go into the title tracks that we skipped over when we went to get into the Wings trailers. We'll do Fire and Save Me. And then we'll also go through today Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Spring Day, Not Today. And then I added from mostly comments on YouTube, but also I made sure to include things that I saw in chat a lot. We have the B-sides Moving On. That's actually my own recommendation. I don't know if I saw that too many times, but I feel like we got to listen to it. And from you guys, Look Here, Autumn Leaves, Rain. And then I will leave it up to you. And I'll leave it up to the other hosts as well for the last one, because I only have 10 songs on our playlist. And then the last music video we'll react to is DNA. So let us know while you guys are listening which song you absolutely must hear. And And it can be from the albums we haven't covered yet. Like, I don't think that would be a huge spoiler if we added Home or I'm not sure what else. We did listen to 0 O'Clock in the vocal unit video, I think, or somewhere we listened to it.
And the other B-sides videos, yeah. I think
Tony
so.
Montana. I do want to kind of keep it on the OT7 side because I know they have so much good music. Maybe Magic Shop.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm excited. This is I feel like we're in my era of BTS with this stream. This is like, I don't. This is like around the time when I started paying attention to their comebacks and was like sort of actively listening to them. Stuff like Blood, Sweat, Tears, DNA. Have very like vivid memories of like watching all that as like a newer boy group, like K-pop as a whole fan. So I'm excited, and I haven't watched a lot of these videos and at least the ones that I'm familiar with in a very long time. So give me a nice little refresher.
You guys have some really great suggestions right off the bat. I think I might prioritize Pied Piper up there. Yep. Because that's one that you have to watch with lyrics. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, wow, this is such a cute song.
Quite a name for a song, yeah. Huh.
That's a good one.
Very exciting, very exciting. Well, again, if you are new here, I am new to BTS, so thanks for joining. If you are also new to BTS, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious if anybody else has been, I think Alex had mentioned in one of the previous streams, I'm just curious if anybody else has taken the BTS dive along with me, because that's really cool. So hopefully you've been enjoying your time hanging out, and yeah, hope you feel welcomed. But I think we should start. If everyone's cool, we're gonna start it off with Fire, I think, is the first song on the list here. So
all right,
let's rock. What?
불타오르네. Everybody say la 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 la, say la 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 la. 소리 들어, 소리 질러, burn it up. 불타오르네. Turn it up. 새벽이 다갈 때까지 그냥 살아도 보여 우린 저기에 그만하는 널 원수적일래 수적거려 난 사람인데 So what?
Like that back and forth. That's cool.
괜찮아. Everybody say la 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 la. Say la 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 la. 손을 들어, 소리 질러, burn it up. 불타오르네. 용서해줄게.
Oh. Okay. Oh, they gave us a little extra. Okay, cool. All right. Well, if you're joining us, that was fire. Was fire. Factual.
Can confirm.
Can
Was
confirm.
fire.
Was actually fire. Fire involved and also fire song. I guess I'll start. Was fire. Fire was firing. This was great. I think this is like one of those BTS songs that I feel like would just pop off live. You know, like this is a hype song. Like this is like the type of energy I would want to just see live and just like be just like going nuts in the crowd. So I love the energy of the track. I think this song actually focuses more on I think it focuses more on like the rap group of BTS more, because like I definitely feel like there's a decent amount of vocal parts. More specifically, Jin was great in that like bridge section, Chef's Kiss. But I think this really does focus a lot on their rappers, and it is a great representation of it. I think probably my favorite part was that J-Hope RM like swap. That was just so clean, and they rocked it. So I think those two were specifically my favorite in this song. The only thing I was kind of hoping for, I would have hoped for a Jungkook rap, because I know he can rap. Obviously, I think that would have been. I think that would have been tight. That's the only thing I feel like it. I don't know if he does it in like future material, but I think it would have been a nice homage if they were gonna do something like that. But that's my only. It's not even really a gripe, but I feel like that would be really tight. That's it. That's all I got. Great track. 10 out of 10.
You'll definitely hear him singing more than rapping.
Yeah,
from
I'm sure.
this point forward, but he can do it. He can rap.
Oh, I know he can.
I think I think like the overarching wish is like any song we will gladly take Jungkook rap.
Yes.
So I'm with you on that. I love this song. This song is definitely like one of those early songs that I kind of like got familiar with BTS with. I've seen some performances of it. So funny enough, my familiarity with this song is split in two different directions. It's one, this video itself and like the performance videos and stuff I've seen, and it's the Luna dance cover.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
Because the group
Huh.
Luna did a choreography cover of the song. So between all the BTS like stages and times I've seen this and them, I must have heard this song like 500 times. But it doesn't really get old. It goes so hard. I love that that ending. It kind of picks up like, what would you say? Sort of like a Moombahton ish
Little Moombahton.
It's
type
Yeah.
definitely
type
of that
beat,
era.
a Latin type of beat at the end with the drum change up.
Hmm.
And it's so fun. It makes it so dancey, and like you said, it makes it like for a really good live performance. It definitely goes from being like a hard hitting trap beat to more of like a dancey kind of everybody kind of get up and jump around beat. And that footwork choreo at the end is so crazy and like pleasing to watch. I think that you couldn't really see like 100% of it in the music video, but it's really worth watching like a dance practice of. I think it's really
Ooh, okay.
powerful.
This is definitely one of those songs that they reference, and a lot of other like I think TXT references the choreography in their Angel and Demon song.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
so it's like it's a classic song, but I feel
Mhm.
like all of the BTS songs became classic songs at some point.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Definitely it makes you sweat. The song does. Like not only watching them perform it, but the instrumentals themselves, like that synth in the chorus, it somehow like sounds like a roaring fire. Like the most out of control, like flame whipping sounds you could make from a musical deep fried synth. That was a really cool touch, I guess. I also noticed, and I'm trying to listen a lot more to the musicality of these songs while we're doing this. So the instrumentals in the bridge, there is some kind of like deep fried saxophone that is doing some random, truly random notes. And I don't know what it is, but it kind of goes hard. But if you like kind of go back to the bridge and you listen through it and you're hearing that instrumental, it makes no sense. It's like it's like kind of nonsense notes. And I don't know why.
I feel like
But
I have to re-listen for that.
yeah. But I it kind of like sticks out to me whenever I'm hearing the song, but it also makes it memorable. I forgot that they repeat the festival ending in the music video version so many times. I kind of wish that was in the studio version. The last like fire, oh, and they do it again and
Yeah.
again. Oh, that's definitely closer to what it sounds like live.
Ooh. Okay.
Also got to mention that my favorite scene in the video is where they're using the stovetop like a DJ.
Yeah.
I think that goes hard.
Yeah. J-Hope was so excited with like the flames going up, and I was like, I feel that. I feel that. That's a mood. Cool. We got a couple new first time chatters. Purple Moon Wings said, just found you guys 2 days ago. Got irritated, chopped up YouTube vids. Subscribe to Patreon. Now I'm here just because I'm impatient. There you go. Well, thanks for joining. We have Old Baby Army 67. Hello from Australia. My first exploration into Twitch. Glad I found you guys a couple days ago. Very nice, very nice. Well, thank you. Thanks y'all for joining. Seems like you're from all across the world, so always fun. Always fun.
Lady Jezebel saying, missed fire, wanted to see Jin being ironed, which was a very quick cut. But that's a very funny moment of the video.
Oh my god. That was great.
I also saw a comment from Luzette's that says, this reminds me of the girl that saw a fire in Seoul and started to scream Butorone because they knew this song and they needed to alert someone to call the fire department.
No!
I gotta know more about this.
Yeah. Oh my
Was this
god.
person a Korean native, or were they like a tourist visiting and all they knew was from that BTS song?
Oh my god. Yeah, let us know, chat.
Really helpful
I guess
Korean
so.
to learn, I guess.
Right place, right time. Yeah. Oh man. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, I guess we'll keep it moving here. The next one we have on the list here is "Save Me." So let's keep it
All
moving.
right.
It was a tourist.
Fire. Yeah. Checks
Oh.
out.
Thanks, chat. I like that synth.
숨 쉬고 싶어 이 밤이 싫어 이젠 깨고 싶어 꿈속이 싫어 내 안에 갇혀서 난 죽어 있어 Just wanna be lonely Just wanna be yours 왜 이리 깜깜한 건지 네가 없는 이곳은 위험하잖아 망가진 내 모습 구해줘 날난 돈을 잡을 수 없어 내 심장 소리 들어봐
Oh shit! I didn't know this was a BTS song. I've definitely heard this before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like, how did you not know? We're doing this whole thing.
Just pre-chorus. Definitely heard this before. Cool choreo. Nice.
Good choreo shot.
Dude, EDM BTS is so fun.
I know.
The best of me 난 너밖에 없지 나 다시 웃을 수 있도록 더 높여줘 네 목소리 내 심장 소리 들어봐 제멋대로 널 부르잖아 이 까만 어둠 속에서 너는 이렇게 빛나니까 그 손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me I need your love before I fall 그 손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me I need your love before I fall 그 손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me Save me, baby 그 손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me Save me, baby 고마워 내가 나게 해줘
Cool. Like the panic. Cool.
So good.
답답하도 날 깨줬어 꿈속에만 살던 날 깨워줬어 널 생각하면 날 깨웠어 슬픔 따윈 나게 해줬어 Thank you 우리가 돼줬어 그 손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me I need your love before I fall 그 손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me I need your love before I fall
I'm upset it's over.
I was surprised it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, that was BTS Save Me if you're just joining. Very
A
cool.
little bit of a cliffhanger ending.
Leaving you wanting more. Okay, so I'll preface, I have not heard this song in its entirety, but I have heard that pre-chorus before. Oddly enough,
Interesting.
I don't know how I have heard it, but that like melody and the vocal section was very familiar. I don't know if like, again, I can't place where I've heard it before, but I was like, this sounds really familiar. And then now I'm able to put the pieces together. So yeah,
I'm hoping that happens more as we go on.
Maybe it will. But this was great. I agree with Alex. Like the EDM era of BTS is very iconic. And I feel like this song does a great job of like giving a good like ebb and flow to the track. Like there's some moments where I feel like it's a lot stronger and you hear more of that beat, but then there's also some parts where it's a little bit more subdued and you're able to kind of hear these like really great like vocal melodies. I would say more specifically again in that pre-chorus is really tight where everything kind of comes out And then mainly it's like Jungkook, Jimin, I think maybe Jin possibly. I feel like that combination is always really tight. I know V was in the first part, I believe, but just that lead in from that pre-chorus to chorus was so tight. I really love that a lot. Um, and I'd also have to give a shout outs to the choreo in this video. On point. The choreo is so much fun. Like I love how it kind of like again moves throughout the song. But yeah, this was another really good one. I would be surprised people didn't like this one because I think it's a very solidly written song, and I think it utilizes everyone very well.
Feels
I
like
think-
it's probably a pretty hard. Sorry, I was gonna say it just feels like it's a pretty hard song to not like.
Mm.
There's definitely some ARMY that don't prefer EDM BTS. Like,
That's fair. That's
since
fair,
they
fair.
do so many
Okay,
different
that's fair.
sounds, there's plenty of people that prefer the hip hop stuff over like the EDM stuff, which
That's fine.
everyone has
Yeah,
their preference. Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
right. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not gonna, diminish anyone's opinions or anything, and you know,
But
nobody
it
should.
is such a
Um,
good song.
Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be everyone's favorite song, but it definitely feels like a pretty palatable song. You know what I mean? It doesn't really feel like maybe some of their other songs that people are a little more
Mm.
Divisive on.
harsher or
Yeah.
divisive about. I really enjoy. I mean, I think the song is great. I think the pre-chorus is the star of the song for me. Um, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you would have heard the song, and I'm definitely not surprised you would have heard the pre-chorus because I feel like the pre-chorus is pretty iconic. Maybe you might have heard it in like when we went to that K-pop club night. Like that might have been mixed into
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
But
like
it
a
left an
drop.
impression.
It did leave
Yeah,
an
but
impression.
yeah, the important thing is you remember it. So
I do.
it speaks
was
to how
cooking.
good of a pre-chorus it is for sure. My favorite thing about this video though is how it's shot. Not even that it's like a one take. Like it's cool that it's a one take. I appreciate that, but I think it's cooler the use of like the camera work and the panning and the zooms to give members like close-ups and solo shots and to like change scenes, quote unquote, without stopping the
Without changing
camera
scene.
just by like moving the camera and changing perception and stuff. I think it does a lot without having to like change
Go crazy.
shots or anything. Yeah, I just think it's pretty cool. It's also, I mean,
Agreed.
impressive on their part to be able to do the the choreo and do all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Not only the BTS members, but the cameraman to get all that done so perfectly in a shot.
This is probably another Lumpin's iconic shot
Mm.
thing, right, guys? It used to
would
be
make
in
sense.
the music video description, but I think that was in the 1K version or since they re-uploaded them to Hype labels, I don't know anymore. I don't know where to find my information. But people were mentioning in chat. Actually, before I bring that up, I did want to bring up what you were talking about, the setting for the music video. I don't know this, so you guys should educate me if you do know this or where to find the source for when they talked about this. But I'm wondering if the coloring and the mood setting for this music video was intentionally like cloudy and sad, or was that just how the day was when they went out to film? Like, are they using a filter and like maybe VFX, or was it actually just like cloudy and kind of dark? The day was super rainy. Interesting. I wonder if that was intentional. No?
Everyone's saying there's mixed.
Yeah, okay. The day was like that. It was raining. Okay. Because I think I feel like that would be intentional for this kind of song when it's literally like save me, I'm about to fall. So this is really cool that they're just using the natural weather and the actual coloring of that video to create that mood, cuz it's just like, I don't want to say low effort because that sounds like a bad thing, but you don't have to go over the top to put on a really good music video is what I'm trying to say. So that's really cool. Also, go ahead.
I was just gonna agree with Sanya in chat. I think there is a little bit of post processing, like color grading, typically there usually is for MVs just in general.
Mhm.
So I would imagine the weather was probably a major factor in the way that it was looked, but I think on top of that they also probably kind of did some like editing to make it look like more cinematic, I would argue.
Apollinaris said the universe knew what was up. Yeah. The universe knew. So yeah, what you guys were talking about in the chat where this song has a sister song called I'm Fine. That was signified in this little graphic they made, and I actually have a sticker of it. I went to go get it. Hopefully you can see it. It's pretty bright. But it says "Save Me," but when you turn it upside down, it's the sister song of "I'm Fine."
That's actually really sick.
So, very cool what they did there. They if you listen to them back to back, it's really really nice. And I know they did a performance like that, but our playlists are pretty full up today and next
Monday.
stream, so
Yeah.
that'll have to be a variety wheel suggestion if you guys stick around. But yeah, I also wanted to say RM's verse in this is like my favorite thing ever, and him doing his verse with Jungkook doing his crazy vocal ad libs in the background is so good.
Ooh.
Oh man, especially like coming with the choreo and everything. Oh, really great stuff. Awesome song. Do you guys know if this was around the time period that like pre-chorus was being prioritized in K-pop? Because I remember that being a discussion at some point.
It would make sense though. I feel like this song is very pre-chorus focused. I'm
Fine is actually reverse. Cool.
Huh.
I don't know if I noticed that.
I'll have to take a listen.
Yeah.
Pre-courses should always be done well. Yeah.
I think
fair.
it has become a standard at this point.
Yeah. That's good though. I feel like you should make. I mean, obviously, for this pre-chorus to stick with me, it had to have been pretty good to be memorable in that way. So,
All right.
Cool. Everyone's agreeing RM. All right, cool. We like it. Shout outs to RM.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're going to move on to the next one here. And it looks like we have, is this Blood, Sweat, and Tears?
It's time.
It's Alex's time.
It's time.
It's everyone's time. This was a huge entry point for Army.
All right.
It was my entry point. It was, I don't know, how many of you guys started with Blood, Sweat, and Tears?
The goat. Everyone's strapping.
I didn't, but I wish I had. I mean, same. I didn't technically. I wasn't in this time period of K-pop. I actually found this music video a lot later and then backtracked.
This was the first BTS video that I paid attention for like the release of.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Give us the whole down low, Alex.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm not, as most of Army are, so I don't really have much to say other than like I was familiar with a couple songs when I was like into a bunch of other K-pop groups, and I just happened to like come across the video I think the day it came out on YouTube, and paid attention to some like performances and stuff of it, and that's pretty much it. But that got me like, I think, solidified into being like, all right, BTS. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep paying attention. All right. It's like this video is a damn art piece.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
So
excited.
I think as much as the song got me interested, the video got me interested as well.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. So, Brandon, remember all those Wings trailers we did?
Yeah.
That was leading up to this one. So take all of that knowledge
I will.
I don't remember the homework we gave you, but
I will also say I want to give a shout out to Namjuju's comment from a little while ago. They said, my favorite tidbit of this era is that since Jin wears a cap for the song Save Me, his headset mic for live performance made him look like a drive-through worker, so fans used to make memes of him in a McDonald's uniform. Oh my god. That's great. I was cooking. Thank you, Tay by Tay. I appreciate it, That's awesome. All right, cool. Well, you're here for the hype, so let's get into it. I'm gonna focus in. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. Honestly.
Aw. Wonder if Jin's staring at that art piece. Oh. Yeah, okay.
내 피땀 눈물 내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 내 차가운 숨을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물
Okay.
눈물도 내 몸, 마음, 영혼도 너의 것인 걸 잘 알고 있어 이건 나를 벌받게 할 줄 Peaches and cream, sweeter than sweet Chocolate cheeks and chocolate wings But 너의 날개는 악마의 거야 너의 그 sweet 앞엔 비려비려 Kiss me 아파도 돼 어서 날 조여줘 더 이상 아플 수도 없게 Baby 취해도 돼 이제 널 들이켜 내 피땀 눈물 내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 내 차가운 숨을 다 가져가 Want that money 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 Want that money money Money, 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 money. Want that money, money. Money, money. Want that money, money. Money, 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 money. 아파도 돼, 나 묶어줘. 내가 도망칠 수 없게. 꽉 쥐고 나 흔들어줘. 내가 정신 못 차리게. Kiss me on the lip, lip. 수많은 빛, 너라는 감옥에 중독되게. 네가 아닌 다른 사람 선비지 노트 알면서도 삼켜버린 독이듯 피땀 눈물 내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가 내 피땀 눈물 내 차가운 숨을 다 가져가 Want that money 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 Want that money 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 Want that money 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 Want that money 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 나를 부드럽게 죽여줘
Ooh, this break.
너의 손길로는 감겨줘 어차피 거부할 수조차 없어 더는 도망갈 수조차 없어 또 네가 너무 달콤해 너무 달콤해 너무 달콤해서
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
What the? Oh my god. What?
Comments were killing me.
All
I
right.
didn't even try. I tried not to look. I didn't even look.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. That was BTS's Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Oh,
Brandon, talk us through your feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
what
going
roller
on.
coaster did you go on?
I don't know what's going on. Whatever theory I
you
had, I
watched
think went
all
out.
of the. You
I
watched
know.
all of the trailers.
I know, but I still don't get it. I looked at it and I
Oh.
was like, "Am I supposed to understand this?" Is Jin the bird?
Jin, I think represents man in this situation.
That's what I'm trying to think. Okay,
So do you remember what we were learning about through the Damien quotes of the Wings trailers and how it was all about temptation? And
Oh,
in
so
this case, Jin is the one being tempted by
by
V.
Abraxas or V. Oh, V. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's the interpretation.
Okay. So he falls victim to his temptation then,
Yes.
and that's why he has the crack in his face.
Yeah.
Okay. And that would make sense. I guess that would make sense because maybe someone can explain why he had the holes in his back, because it looked like there were slots for like wings.
Yeah, that was the fallen angel.
Okay. That would make sense. Okay. Putting it all together. His wings were ripped from him. Okay, cool. Thank you, chat.
You
my brain's
look
broken.
like you lost your whole brain cell.
I did. It went out the window.
You look very offended that Jin was kissing the statue.
I wasn't offended. I was just more
Joking.
more perplexed because I was like, why is he kissing a statue? And then I didn't even
that was
put it.
just me then.
I didn't put it all together, and now it makes sense. Okay. I get it. Song itself was great though.
I am dying laughing at someone who commented, kiss, kiss, fall in love.
I was really trying my hardest to
Oh my god.
I was really trying my hardest to not look at chat because I was like, they really wanted me to try to get this one going. So
I'm trying to find it. I can't. Oh, there we go.
my
Tay by
God.
Tay. Thank you for the Oran High School reference.
The song itself was very solid. I enjoyed again the BTS train of moving into EDM stuff. I like that. But probably my favorite part was that bridge, and I'm pretty sure it was, if I have the voices correctly, I'm pretty sure it was Jungkook and V doing like the harmonies in that bridge. I thought that was really tight. Song was just fun. I liked the vibe of it. Obviously, gotta give a shout outs to Jimin, one of my favorites. He crushed in the song, and then as well as that, I really like J-Hope's verse. J-Hope, chef's kiss. Love J-Hope.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, this was a great track. Like this one a lot. I gotta say, I wanted to point out that I love the Suga shot where he's like standing, or he's sitting on the organ, and he's like, and obviously all the like curtains are coming from the top. He just reminds me of like a final boss in a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
You're like, you get down to the end, and then
Legit.
and Suga's just playing fucking cool, just playing the organs. He's like, you have finally made it to the end. It's time to test your wills now. And then I just see a bunch of like zoom in pans, and then you're battling Suga at the end of the game. So that was it. For all you nerds out there, you know what I'm talking about. That was
Someone out there gets it.
Someone else, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I said it already. I'll say it again. EDM BTS goated, in my opinion. I love it. If you call this EDM, it's kind of EDM. I don't know.
I
Loose
think
term, right?
people mentioned like tropical house, which
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
Yeah.
never made that correlation before, mostly because I knew this song before I knew
Tropical
of
House.
Tropical House. So now I can re-listen and be like, yeah, okay.
They were right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
definitely. He said,
but
Moombahton
also
Tropical House. Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't do it justice.
No,
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
definitely not. But
beyond the awakening that we all had with this music video, I think the song itself, you guys know, I think the song itself, it's so intricate and beautiful,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'll ever hear anything like it again. And it makes me
Wait,
sad.
what?
Like,
don't say
well,
that. Don't
like,
say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Come on, Therese. What the hell?
just like the full, I don't know, everything incorporating the instrumentals, the vocals, the
Okay.
storyline, the music video, the choreography. It's like this combination is so perfect that it is the only instance of it in the universe, you know? That's what I mean.
Okay.
So whenever I
I'll
hear
let you
the
cook.
song,
Yeah.
all of the feelings are coming through with that. Um and it'll be hard to recapture the magic that everyone had when they first listened. Like, don't you wish you could go back in time and listen to the song for the first time again?
That's like 5 minutes
I
ago.
really do. Ah.
And it's online, so I can rewatch it
Thank
again.
God. And yes, I big agree with Brandon on the Jimin era and the J-Hope era, because J-Hope was
Ooh.
left and right all over this track, killing it.
Yeah.
Everyone was mentioning Jimin's accident, which was kind of an inside joke because the members were all clowning him for being so sexy in the
Oh,
choreography
yeah, I know.
that the jacket literally fell off him, and he was like, "It's an accident. It was an accident." And then every
Yeah.
time clothes like kind of slip off of him, they're like, "Oh, there's another accident, guys. Oh no."
Yeah.
Hey,
I hate
you
when
won't catch me
clothes
complaining.
just
When
fall
you're
off.
literal, when you're Jimin and you're literal liquid, it's hard for the clothes to stay on. But I will also die on the hill that I like the break in this song better than the studio version. Although I love the studio version,
Oh.
and it includes a very high note by, I assume, Jimin. Having this break in the middle and like having a little storyline play out, having the organ playing, it it gives you the tension that it needs to build to the final chorus. And I really wish that they had some sort of break like that in the studio version, or maybe a remix that has that, you know.
I think the music listener in me hates the break.
That's fair.
But
Fair.
the visual enjoyer in me, like the music video enjoyer, knows that the break is necessary in this video.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah.
I would settle for like a shorter break in the studio version. I think would be like a solid compromise. But
Maybe like
yeah, I don't
a
really
shorter
hate
break with an organ and then also RM's continued narration.
Spoken word, narration, yeah.
That'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You don't catch me.
Yeah, I don't really dislike the I don't dislike the break, but I think I would not like the studio version as much if it had that long of a break in it. Because I think it would break my
The
like immersion kind of a little too hard.
That's fair.
But overall, I mean, like I said, fun song, solid song. Crazy video overall. I feel like it's shot really intricately. It has like like I'm not really super involved or up to date or up to scale with like the BTS lore knowledge, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really understand everything that they're referencing and everything that's going on, like the colors and like the wings and everything. I sort of am just appreciating it for like the intricacy of the shots and like how well everything is like lit and everything is seems like it's very purposeful and it's just a very good looking video. And that intro shot with Jimin's vocals and his outfit is very deadly.
Oh
I
yeah.
agree. I agree. Looks like we had a new chatter. Bookworm Janari. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. They said, so funny hearing this because I like the song and I like EDM more than hip hop. But this isn't a favorite like it seems to be for so many. I am new, but Black Swan brought me in and Layover actually first. Huh. Very cool.
Which, since it looks like there's a lot of Black Swan entries in chat, let me know which performance or music video you guys started with. I'm curious because I don't know which one to use to show Brandon. Truthfully, I think currently I have the Jimmy Fallon performance lined up, but we'll take suggestions. Anyway.
Cool. All right. Keep it schmoving then. We have Spring Day next, which is very cool.
But which MV, guys? There's 2 MVs.
The Spring Day.
The Spring
no,
Day.
for yeah. The Spring Day. Okay, so Spring Day is and continues to be, as Tay by Tay just put it, the Korean zombie of music. So this song was so popular when it dropped and continued to be popular every single spring. Every single spring, it climbs straight up to the top of the charts in Korea. And you'll understand more when you hear it, but it is the queen of BTS songs, kind of like how that 10-minute Taylor Swift version is the queen of her fandom songs. This is like the #1 BTS song, and everyone just accepts it as far as I know. I follow Spring Day on Twitter, so
That's how you know it's serious.
It's serious, guys.
The national anthem of Korea. It's still on the charts. Wow. Okay. I should know that, being a fellow Korean. So, all right, cool. Well, let's keep it moving with Spring Day. Spring Day is just that, bitch.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무 약속한 시간 나는 우리가 밉다 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야 8월에도 겨울이 와 마음은 시간에 달려가네 홀로 남은 설국 열차 네 손잡고 지구 반대편까지 가 겨울을 끝내봐 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까
벌거울 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼 날리는 눈이 나라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데 난 꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려야 분명 순간 흐르는 시간조차 미워 우리가 변한 거지 뭐
Interesting
모두가 그런 거지 뭐 그래 네가 네가 넌 떠났지만 단 하루도 널 잊은 적이 없었지 나 솔직히 보고 싶은데 이만 너를 지울게 그게 널 원망하기보단 덜 아프니까 이날 풀어내본다 연기처럼 하얀 연기처럼 말로는 지운다 해도 사실 난 아직 날 보내지 못하는데 난 꽃이 떨어져요 또 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려라 또 몇 밤을 더 세워라 널 보게 될까 널 보게 될까 만나게 될까 만나게 될까 너 위로 my best friend 아침은 다시 올
60
거야
seconds.
어떤 어둠도 어떤 계절도 영원할 순 없을 언제나 봐요 이 겨울도 끝이 나요 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 보고 싶다 조금만 기다리면 며칠 밤만 더 세우면 만나러 갈게 만나러 갈게 데리러 갈게 데리러 갈게 추운 겨울 끝을 지나 다시 봄날이 올 때까지 꽃 피울 때까지 그곳에 좀 더 머물러줘
All right, cool. That was Spring Day by BTS. If you're just joining us, very nice. Anyone else want to cook first?
No, you got to do it, Brandon.
I
You
gotta
got to tell
cook?
us
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
feel.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Spill the beans.
I like this one a lot. I think this is the song arguably I feel like I connected the most to over the streams that we've done. This
I
like
can trust him, guys.
I really tried to look at the lyrics for this one, and there was like a lot of really good like sections of lyricism, and for the sheer fact that obviously they do, if not the entirety of writing their own lyrics, I think is really impressive because it strikes that balance between being personal but also at the same point being very like artistic in the way that you decide to approach lyricism. And typically I don't normally point that out because I'm more of a music listener first before the lyricism, but I feel like for this was really like touching in a way where it's like, you know, you obviously don't want someone to go, you want them to stay around. And like, you know, I've obviously had people I've lost that haven't, you know, continued on with that way. And so I feel like this one specifically definitely touched a part of my like soul that, you know, is personal. So I think in that aspect it's really cool that they're so honest and so respectful of like, you know, wanting people to, you know, still be around and you know, being able to write from that place, because I think it's a really I think that's where it blurs the line between like music and being really personal, you know. So I appreciate that. I also kind of agree with Jinx's comment, them saying that the song's more about missing someone. I feel like that's can sort of fly in the same sort of realm, but I understand what you're saying. Um, but I think the musicality actually kind of takes a little bit of a backseat, which isn't terrible. I think the musicality in this song is really good. I think there is a lot of great moments of like, especially RM. I really liked his rapping section in the song specifically. I think he did a really great job of opening the song, and then kind of continuing on with that theming. Um, but I probably say that my favorite parts of the song were actually the beginning and the end of the song. I love that like really anthemic, like choral sort of element that close out the track. Um, but also at the same point, I think the way that RM opened up the song, I think was really nice. But overall, this was a really touching song, and definitely in terms of the songs that we've listened to on stream, this one I feel like is gonna stick with me for a good bit. So, and rightfully so. It's a very well crafted song. So, shout outs to BTS.
Um, I gotta go next because some people are talking about the meaning of the song, and I think the reason that this song is so popular and that people keep listening to it is because it can be interpreted in many different ways.
Sure.
Part of the reason why it hit so hard for a lot of people that were around when the song first came out was because it was kind of timely to a pretty tragic accident that happened in Korea, called the Seoul ferry incident. Um, and in that incident, a lot of lives of high schoolers were lost. And I believe a lot of people started uh, speculating that this song was about that. RM has talked about it in its lyrics, and he's been a bit more vague, saying that he had more of an artistic vision of how he was processing loss, or like how people lose people. I think Jin might have referenced in an interview that it was about that. They could have taken the incident and put those feelings into this music video and the song. Um, they could have, you know, encapsulated everything together to help people express what they were going through. I don't know if the initial creation of the song was about the incident, but I'm sure it can be related together now. There's plenty of videos that explain Spring Day that I think everyone should check out. And also, if you want to read the lyrics by Dulcet Bangtan, really good stuff. I'll go over lyrics when I'm ready to review. If you wanted to go next, Alex.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep my comments brief. See everybody sort of back and forth on the song meaning, so I don't really want to get into that, but I do like the song itself. I feel like it is I feel like it's kind of like, it doesn't really feel like a ballad, but it feels like a song, just like it feels like a ballad disguised as like a rock song, or like a slow rock song. You know what I mean? Like the emotions and the way it's conveyed and the lyrics, and even like the vocal melodies give very like ballad feelings to me.
Sure.
But I don't think it really shares the instrumentation that like a normal ballad would. And maybe it's sort of like a rock ballad. I guess maybe you could classify it like that. I'm not sure how they, you know, what the marketing buzzwords around the song are, but thought it was really nice. I think that you know, whatever the lyrics are referencing and whatever the video is referencing, I definitely think the emotions are conveyed well. It definitely feels like personal, like just the between like the shots from the music video and you know, the lyrics themselves. I really enjoyed specifically V's part
Yeah.
in that bridge. where he just gets like, you get like a nice instrumental cut. And I think I've mentioned it before, I just really enjoy his vocal tone, especially on a bridge. Like somewhat often I feel like I you get V on the bridge, but I don't know, something nice about it. Like I think he just has such a unique vocal color. So, and I think he sounds great here. Oh, this is not, I guess, to, if I'm like ranking it in my personal BTS tier list. I think that it's not the typical kind of BTS song that I listen to a lot, but it's one of those BTS songs that like every time it comes up on like I don't know, like BTS radio or like K-pop radio or Rewind, whatever, on Spotify, it's like I always listen to the whole thing through. I'm like, man, that's a really good song. But like I never go out of my way or never go back to it purposely. But every time it comes back, I'm like, this is really good. I like, this is a really good listen. I get why it charts forever in Korea.
Yeah. My interpretation of the lyrics and such, because I spend a lot of time with this song. This song was lower on my tier list pre-pandemic, and then during the pandemic, it climbed so high. And I'm sure we can all understand why. It was also because BTS started performing this a lot during the pandemic to ARMY because they really missed ARMY. So it became a song to them. But the interpretation to me, as it's come, as I keep listening to it, it's a song to me of my past self in a way. So with the lyrics of like, if I were a fluttering snowflake, I would be able to reach you a little bit faster. The flowers of snow fall and little by little they drift apart. Like that could be like my current me and my past me, and I keep trying to catch up to my past me and like retain the same values that I've always kept, but I also know I need to grow as a person and sort of flutter away from that. And especially in the music video when they're on a train, it's like taking them to a new chapter in their life. So it's very like, it's a very nostalgic song. Same way with like New Jeans Ditto. It just sounds very nostalgic.
Sure.
And it also kind of, the instrumental forces you to propel forward and move past it, which is really beautiful because that sort of grating synth, or I don't know what to call it, the background that you're hearing, the da, 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 and it just keeps going and going and going. It's like literally pushing you as the song's going on. So that's my interpretation. That's how I have come to hear it as time goes on. But I do love hearing other people's interpretations and seeing how it will evolve since it's such a timeless piece now.
Yeah, I could tell that this song was pretty iconic. Like, even though obviously I know chat was like hyping it up, obviously for good reason, but I think there is this level of like, especially with some of these BTS songs, like I think there's this level of like timelessness that like, even if you're a fan like myself that has just found out about BTS, I know that if I go back and listen to the song like a year from now or many years from now, I'm still probably going to enjoy it. You know, I'm still going to find meaning in it. I think we even talked about it in the last stream, Therese, but like, I think their level of being able to write from like such a like future perspective, like a timelessness in the way that they like write lyricism, I really appreciate the fact that like if you can go back to a song and really have you can really have this way of like being able to see it from that lens, but being able to kind of see it from multiple points of view in your life, or what, you know, what have you. And I appreciate I appreciate that a lot about their lyricism, is that like something that might not have meant something to me at this current time, I could also go back and listen to it later on and find different meaning in it and be like, oh my God, like now I get what they're saying in this song. And so I again, it was such a cool thing to experience. I'm excited to come back to this one again and to listen to this one and have maybe a different perspective on it than what I previously had. So great track.
All right.
It makes sense. It's on
Looks
this
like,
list.
yeah, looks like you're gonna get quite a few listens out of this one.
I think I will. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna move on to Not Today. Is this wasn't in this? Is this in the same era, Therese, or?
I believe so. Because it was on the You Never Walk Alone album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's get into it then.
It's funny, I only know the songs from their album covers. But it all depends on which album cover I saved it from. If that makes
That's
sense.
fair. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it.
언젠가 꽃은 지겠지
Okay.
But no, not today 그때가 오늘은 아니지 No, no, not today 아직은 좋기에는 더 그때 No, no, not today No, 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 not today 그래 우리는 extra But still part of this world Extra plus ordinary 그것도 별거 아니야 오늘은 절대 죽지 마라 빛은 어둠을 뚫고 나가 새 세상 넌 원해 Baby yes I want it Wow 날아갈 수 없음 뛰어
Does Jungkook have pink highlights? What the fuck?
You jealous? You jealous?
I
Brandon?
kinda am. Yeah. Pull it off. All right. Let's go off RM. Oh, we got more? No? Wait, what?
What are you doing?
What'd you say?
What's going on?
I was gonna say, is it again? This is like
I
8
guess
minutes
it's
long.
again.
Are we gonna watch it again?
No, we don't have to.
It's like
What's
what?
going on, Hype?
Yeah, it was 8 minutes long.
Wait.
That's why.
Why is it there twice?
I think Hype messed up.
Is it the same music? It's the
Yeah,
same music.
I think it's the same. It's the same thing.
Oh,
another
another
angle?
angle. Okay.
Oh, slightly lower, I guess.
Ah. This is a choreo video. It has multiple camera angles.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? I put the choreography video. What are you guys gonna do?
Huh.
we do like the choreography videos up in here.
We'll
I-
pause it.
I love a choreography video. I'm just curious.
It's not the wrong version. It's still the same
Oh.
song, guys.
Damn.
God. Go ahead and
No.
riot. Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Everyone's saying it's
It's
great.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Wow.
I just
That's
never
my
seen
bad.
them do multiple versions in the same video. Like I'm used to seeing like
Yeah, that is kind of
one
weird.
one upload is I don't know like stable
Oh,
cam.
God.
One will be like zoom cam or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's odd to see it all.
Yeah,
in one.
I'll use that tape by tape. That'll be my guide for the next choreo video. Oh God. All right. I guess I'll cook first since this is what's rocking here. Man, they really said, RM, you can have the floor, and they gave it to him, and he cooked. So this had like 2 RM verses, which is crazy. I think he crushed it. I like this a lot. This does, I think Youthful made a comment in saying that this is a great gym song, and I can totally hear that because this one has like the hype energy. It's got that hard EDM. This one was really fun. Again, I know this was like mostly the RM show, but again, gotta give a shout outs to J-Hope. Loved his verse. I love that like call and response thing that he had going on. That was really fun. And then as well as that, I also enjoyed, I think it's the bridge. It was with V and Jungkook. They had this like little bit of auto tune in their vocals, especially more
Yep.
specifically V. I thought that was super hype. Really enjoyed that. And again, gotta give a shout out to the choreo. Choreo went extremely hard in this track. So yeah, this is quite the dichotomy from Spring Day, which we just listened to. I feel like
Very much.
if I was going to listen to this song, I would have whiplash. So next stream, I'm going to be in a neck brace. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm not. But this was a very solid BTS track. Definitely going to go on the gym playlist for sure.
Yep. I see BTS EDM song. I click like. This is good. It's an easy 1-to-1 for me. Yeah, easy 1-to-1. You got me figured out.
It's only missing water. That's it. Then it would have been
Yeah.
sealed the deal.
Critical mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song's really fun. I'm actually glad we watched the choreo video. I've never seen it before. I didn't know the choreo was. I mean, I knew the choreo was intense, but I've never seen like a performance or a choreo version of it or dance practice. So cool to see. I always appreciate a good choreo video. I think similar to Brandon, I really did also enjoy J-Hope's part a lot. When J-Hope came up, I was like, man, maybe I was J-Hope biased for a while, and then I like really like Jungkook, and then I'm like, man, maybe it's time to go back. J-Hope's so good. I've been loving, especially we're in this like EDM pocket, I think right now. I've really been reminded, I think, of why I liked him so much when I was like getting into BTS. So that was fun. I also enjoyed the little addition of the autotune and thought that was cool. I also really liked RM's rap in the beginning. Thought it was a little bit different sounding for him personally. And then yeah, I just like the high energy. You know, I liked at the last chorus. I think it was the last chorus. There was like an addition of like an extra drum. I'm not sure if it was like a floor tom or like
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm sure people know what I'm talking about. There's like an edition, I think, for like 4 bars maybe, where there is just on every one there is just like an extra drum that goes in there, like some sort of bass drum that just like it drives so much more energy. It's really cool. Yeah, the song's pretty up there on my my tier list, on my personal BTS tier list for me.
Mm. This is one of those songs that I was getting into BTS, and then I found this song already liked on Spotify from like 2016. And I was like,
Oh,
damn, what was I doing? I liked the song and then I didn't do anything else. That was it. I do remember listening to this song. I remember I liked it so much that I put it on a mixtape for one of my friends. Literally burned it on a
The
CD
burn
and sent it to
CDs,
them.
let's go. Oh my god.
And I was like, I think I like this group, blah blah blah. And then I never Googled it, never went back to it. I must have just been busy. I don't know. What was I doing before BTS? I have no clue, honestly. But it's definitely a fight song. It's definitely a like neck breaker, like from Spring Day to here. I do like that the first line they start with is yeah, someday flowers will fall, but not today. So they're literally calling like, okay, you guys probably just listened to Spring Day, but this is not that song.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know if that's the intention of the lyric, but it kind of sounded like it when we were listening to them back to back. And yeah, I'll probably get roasted in the comments for putting the choreography version. Whatever, we all make mistakes. I was going to
Listen.
shout out what
I was gonna say I like watching choreo, and since we really
they're
haven't watched
they're
a
in
lot
the
of
same
live stages,
location.
yeah.
Yeah. Both the music video and this video are in the same location, so it's the thumbnails look the same. But I was also gonna shout out also the J-Hope bias. Which Brandon, I don't know if you know this. Do you know who these little characters are?
Well,
Have you
Why-
seen them?
yeah, because we went to remember in New York, we went to that BTS store.
It wasn't a BTS store.
Well,
Oh,
what?
wait. It was a Line
Was it
Friends
pop-up?
store.
Oh. Huh.
BTS made the characters that are in that store, but
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't a BTS store specifically.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know. Well, that was my brain associating those figures to BTS.
But yeah, there was a whole series where they drew out the characters and
Okay.
made them initially thought up the characters so that everyone could have them. But I just love Mang because he's the cutest.
Oh.
I
That was
don't
back
have
when-
his new unmasked version, but I
Wait, that's a
really like
mask?
the horse. Yeah, this is a horse mask. Mung is it's like Hello Kitty. You know how Hello Kitty's not a kitty; it's a girl wearing a cat suit. This is
Wait. I also didn't know that. What the fuck?
You didn't know that?
God
Oh,
damn it.
okay, never mind then.
Oh no, my god.
We don't have to get
no.
into this.
Wait, everyone's saying what? I think
Is
you.
this Hello Kitty lore that?
I didn't know this. Did you know this, Alex?
that Hello Kitty isn't a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've never heard this.
Okay.
And everyone's
so
saying
Hello
that-
Kitty isn't a cat. If you didn't know, now you know.
This is gonna be the clip. I think that's gonna. Not even us talking about BTS. It's just Hello Kitty is not.
You can Google it. I don't know if it's kind of like. I don't know if. Okay, directly from. I'm trying to find a better source than what is coming up, but there was an interview done with one of the staff members of Hello Kitty, and the manufacturers contacted her to say Hello Kitty is not a cat. She's a cartoon character. She is a little girl. So
like
this has been-
Juice's comment gets in a feral position.
Fetal position. Fetal.
Fetal position. Sorry, that was feral,
Oh no.
but also feral though.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Anyway,
Man, you have
I didn't mean
broken
to
us.
blow up everyone's worldview.
You have broken chat. You have broken me.
All right. I'll be right back when you guys talk about
Hello
anthropomorphic
Kitty.
cats.
No. We can't do this. This is
Hello
not-
Kitty has a pet cat.
That's worse.
Hi, what did I miss?
Oh God.
Ah!
Mochi, you missed that.
I don't know how to catch
you
you
missed
up.
that Hello Kitty
We just finished
is
Not
not a
Today.
cat.
I accidentally put the choreography video and not the music video, and
There's a lot of things that happened. Yeah.
yeah. Talked about BT21. You gotta sleep. Everyone
Yeah,
gets
you
your
guys
sleep.
sleep. Yeah, sleep, please.
Huh.
It will be up. Oh my God. But yes, no, I do remember how Teresa and I met. We all went to go. Well, it was me and Alex went to go see Passcode in New York City. Shouts to Passcode. If you have not checked them out, go check them out. They're like a J metal band. But they only played 3 shows, and Alex was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out with some of my friends in New York?" And I said, "Sure, why not? You know, we're in New York, let's do it." And that's how I met Therese. So, and then we went to that like B21 store. And I was like, who are these people? And then, well, like the characters. And then still didn't get any explanation for it, really. I just knew that they were associated with like BTS. And then that was it. Now we're here. Now we're doing the channel. Full circle moment here.
Yeah. All right, so I might be wrong on her wearing a cat suit. I think it's not specified that she wears a cat suit. It's just specified that she is not a cat. She is a little girl
I'm still so
with
broken
ears
up by
and
that.
fur and whiskers.
Anyways, you guys see the BTS Despicable Me 4 collab merch on Weverse right now?
No.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's crazy. I'm picking up as much as I can.
No.
It's so good.
I was never on the Minions train.
You guys see,
so
there's
I'll-
like they released like a full Minions music video for Permission to Dance. It's psychotic. I love it. It's like my 2 worlds collide.
This is a true Alex moment here. Oh my
Anyway, so this is gonna really dictate the 2 parts of our stream. Because now we're gonna get into the B-sides you guys talked about rather than touching on the title track. So pre-Hello Kitty isn't a cat. We were just doing the title tracks, and post Hello Kitty isn't a cat. We are now focusing on the B-sides. And I noticed there were a lot of people that really wanted to do Pied Piper and a lot of people that really wanted to do Bapse. So I'm gonna do a poll so you guys can decide
There you go.
which song should we react to. Pied Piper.
Also, Alex Jinx
5.
says they also love Minions. So there you go. Look.
Let's
we got a
go.
fellow
Let's
fan.
go.
We love to
Bop.
see it.
I can't spell Bapse. Bop. I did baseball.
Base. It's an interesting way to spell it.
Oh, we can allow additional votes with channel point.
Oh,
We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna keep this
Oh,
open
God.
for 5 minutes, guys. So we
5
can
minutes?
watch a whole music video while you guys do the poll. Oh,
Don't do this.
Oh, this
I don't-
isn't okay. I can't allow additional votes because Oh yeah. Wait, what? How many channel points do we want per vote?
I don't know.
Never mind. We won't do that.
Okay. All
There
right,
is the poll.
Poll is live. All right, cool. Very nice. I guess we'll get into the next one then. Rain.
Get into the next one.
Let's rock. Y'all choose. Ooh.
달리는 차들 서방의 꿈틀대는 우산들 날씨는 흐림 공기는 맑음 연화 회색 배경에 난 왜 여기 멈춰섰을까 생각이 많은 건지 없는 건지 잘 몰라 바깥이 환해졌을 때쯤 잠했었게 피곤해지던 손으로 연신머리를 쓸었대 지난밤 완성치 못한 노래의 메모장 오늘은 끝낸다 눈 찔끔 감고 한숨 푹 쉬어보네 뭐라 변명해 말 지어보네 어차피 못한 거 그냥 아무 말이나 지어보네 시선을 돌린 창밖은 온통 회색빛 회색실 회색 빌딩 회색 길 위 회색빛 이 세상 모든 게 느려 잠에 섞인 김생 자꾸 말끝이 흐려 죄 없는 냉장고 또 유럽 따르르 밀려온 알 수 없는 허전함에 일단 나가야겠다고 생각하지 우산도 하나 없이 선명해 비들이 세상에 닿는 소리 피식 웃음 최고의 배경음악 미친놈처럼 콧노래를 흥얼거린다
비가 오는 짙은 새 서울 그 위에 여전히 잠 못 이루는 내가 흐려지네 저 비가 그쳐 고인 물 위에 비춰진 오늘따라 또 초라한 내가 그려지네 oh,
We see you, Chad.
비 내리는 밤 창문을 놓고 하는 비는 때리지 마음을 시큰한 어깨를 잡고 확인한 문자 친구의 안부 문자는 나를 감성해줬게 만들지 눅눅한 빗방울의 향기를 맡으며 기지개를 피 다음 난 화장실로 간뒤 잠에서도 깬 속 내게 인사한데 만날 사람도 없는데 괜히 더 길게 샤워를 하지 숙소 밖 여전히 비는 내리네 갈 곳도 딱히 없는데 우산을 챙긴 채 처벅처벅 걸어 정처 없이 더러워진 신발에 비는 존재를 알리듯 흔적을 새기네 이처럼 난 너에게 빛처럼 흔적을 새긴 사람일까 그게 아니라면 갑자기 내린 소나기처럼 그저 왔다 가는 존재는 아닐까 비가 오는 짙은 새 서울 그 위에 여전히 잠 못 이루는 내가 흐려지네 저 비가 그쳐 고인 물 위에 비춰진 오늘따라 또 초라한 내가 그려지네 창문을 볼 때 내 몸을 예상이라도 한 듯 비가 내리고 있네 창문에 맺혀있는 빗물들 바라보면 느끼지 마치 내 맘속을 흐른 눈물들 미묘한 뒤로 밖을 보면 내 상황 같은 선율같이 내리는 비에 모두 다 안단테 준비를 하고 나간 내 인상처럼 구겨진 우산을 쫙 펴고 걸음의 빗소리를 듣는 순간 이 비는 누구 위에서 내리는 걸까 쓸쓸한 회색 시멘트 위 부딪혀 때리는 천국 비가 오는 짙은 새 서울 그 위에 여전히 잠 못 이루는 내가 흐려지네 저 비가 그쳐 고인 물 위에 비춰진 오늘따라 또 초라한 내가 그려지네 이 비가 멎어도 저 구름이 걷혀도 우두커니 서 있어 이 모습 그대로 아무 말도 안 했지 세상을 내려다봐 거긴 아름답지 못한 내가 날 보고 있어 In this way In this way
Ooh, a nice falsetto from Jungkook. All right, perfect. That was BTS Rain. If you're just joining us
So
today.
that was I don't have these in any particular order, but or maybe I did and it just got out of order when I was scrolling through YouTube. But we this one is off of the Dark and Wild album. So Danger and War of Hormone.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
You guys made one serious mistake trying to tie these.
We're not
Because you
doing any
forget.
of that. No, I'm just kidding.
Now
You
we do
forget.
neither.
You forget that I can vote.
Oh god. Oh.
So if you
now the
wanted to
problem
be
is
the
you guys-
tiebreaker,
Your task was to pick a song, chat. You didn't pick a song. You guys had one job.
And they chose violence.
honestly, I'm totally with you guys. It's so hard to choose. But I will be
We picked both.
I will be the tiebreaker.
Oh,
Um,
damn.
I am not going to reveal my vote until we finish the other B-sides we've chosen. So you guys can continue to sway me, and I will accept bribes. My Venmo is no, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
But no, we can only do one song today, and then
The bribe.
Monday's playlist is packed. So sorry. This is as hard as it's been for me to make all of these playlists. You guys experienced
Therese
that
hates
today.
us.
Um,
Oh my god.
all right. What did you think of the song, Brandon? Or
Oh, this
did
was
you?
this
Yeah.
is a million out of 10. This is like my
Wow.
favorite BTS song for sure by a pretty large margin. I think it was, I don't know who said it in chat, so I apologize because the chat is going crazy now. But someone said in chat that this one was gonna be one of my favorites, and they were correct. So I love this. This was awesome. I love the really like interesting piano parts. I think they did a really great job of like chopping it up and like making it feel like a little lo-fi, which I like. Kind of reminds me a lot of V's album. So in terms of like production, really appreciate that a lot. I also appreciate they used like a lot of like dissonant chords as well too. I think it adds this like sort of like dark kind of like unique tonality that I really appreciate. So that was really fun. I think in terms of the members, I honestly enjoyed all of them. It was really hard to kind of narrow down all of them because every time somebody new came in, I was just like, I like that part. And then we got to the next section. I'm like, I like that part too. And then just kept going on until we were at the at the end of the song, and I was like, I think they all killed it, honestly. But yeah, this was awesome. If I really had to pick, I enjoyed that Jimin section where he had like that really insane like falsetto, shortly followed by Jungkook towards the end of the song. Just chef's kiss. That was awesome. And I don't know, J-Hope is, again, I know I keep saying this at every stream, but I feel like J-Hope is rising my ranks now. You know what I mean? Like, I thought for sure that, like, V and, like, Jimin were going to be super tight, and they are. But I feel like J-Hope's like, hey, I'm here, hello, notice me. You know what I mean? So.
To be fair, I thought the entire, like, leading up to BTS, I thought it was your bias is going to be Suga.
Oh,
100% thought that.
Suga's great too. I'm not gonna lie, I do like Suga. He has like that aggressive tone. I feel like maybe in this song specifically, I feel like is not like, I mean, he does a great job rapping in this song, but like when I think of Suga, I'm thinking of like how aggressive can he be, and I feel like this song is like a more tame version. I mean, I think he still hits. It's still good, but I think in a song like this, I would argue maybe like RM or J-Hope can kind of do that. Like they're very like chameleon-esque, and I feel like they can hit this type of song really well. So, but overall, no, I would probably put Suga pretty close too, but that's tough. I still am hard pressed to believe I'm an OT7 on BTS, but if I really had to narrow it down, but we still have one more stream left, so the rankings can change.
Oh, and they will.
Leave your bets.
I say ominously. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff at this point. So I agree with Brandon's thoughts about the instrumentation and it sort of having a little bit of like a lo-fi piano kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
They specifically in one part used a reverse piano sample.
Yes.
that I thought was really cool, which is often also used in like lo-fi instrumentals, which is very tasteful.
Mm.
The one thing I was trying to pick up on, and maybe some people in chat can confirm or deny for me, there was a lot of vocal layering going on in everybody's parts, but typically when they're ad-libbing or like two members are singing or three members are singing, a lot, from my experience at least, they will highlight all the members that are doing the vocal layering. So for the most part, they were only highlighting one member at a time, even though there were several layers of vocals. It sounded to me like they were doing their own vocal layering
Mm.
and they were doing like their own harmonies. I picked that up, I think, specifically in Jungkook and V's parts, where it sounded like all their vocal layers sounded like them as well. And there were definitely parts in like Jimin's later parts in the song where there were ad libs that definitely sounded like him while he was doing his normal
Like the main
parts
vocal.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just curious, just because I thought that a couple of their parts where there was like a lot of layering, it sounded like it was the member that was also doing the main vocal melody as well. So if that's what they did, that's really interesting. If not, then I wouldn't, hold it against a lyric video person for not picking that up. So just figured worth asking.
Okay. Yeah. Whew. um I really, it's hard for me to choose a favorite in this because I really love all of the rap verses and all of
Oh,
the
yeah.
vocal verses. I love the chorus melody, but I think I loved Jin's chorus verse the most. So I'm gonna say Jin was my favorite just
of
because
course.
the chorus was my favorite and his part was my favorite of that.
And you love Jin, so
And I also love Jin.
So it all
I'm
checks out.
totally in my Jin
Yeah.
bias era. I've been in here for a while, and it's probably going to stay this way until the rest of the members come back, because I hope to get lots of good content.
Did you
But
start
yeah.
out as a Jin bias though?
No, I started as a Jimin bias.
Oh
That was
wow, okay.
blood, sweat, and tears, guys. That was
true.
the obvious choice.
True.
No, I
Fair.
love.
Yeah.
I think Jimin has the best smile in the world, and he's very funny when he's, doing his. He likes to do like a variety stuff where he's playing a character or like acting really cute to try and get something.
Sure.
And it's really funny. Jin is also really funny, which is another big reason why he's my bias. Um, currently, of course. J-Hope is also my bias. They're all my biases, but right now, Jin is my bias. You guys get it. But yeah, I love everything about this song, and I think it shows a really good side of older BTS. How much quality they could put in even so early in their career. It's just so good.
Very nice. Also, Tamara, thanks for the
Also,
sub. Appreciate it.
yeah. I went back to my playlist, and whatever playlist order I put in our community tab, that's all whack for the B-side. So it'll just be a little shuffle situation.
Ayo, let's go.
I got the title tracks in order, and then I guess
Everything
I must have
else,
moved them around
You
and
went
I
like
forgot.
this. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. That's good. Let's go.
We had today off, so I kind of like prepped everything yesterday and then sort of let it fly. I don't remember what happened, but happy Juneteenth, by the way, guys.
Yes.
Juneteenth today.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I did see, let's see, Pro Ring as any biased thoughts. Not particularly. I feel like I bias V automatically because that was like my first major introduction to BTS. So I feel like Layover, I listened to that album a god awful amount of times, and I still listen to it a god awful amount of times. So I think V will for sure be my top one, but it has been great getting to know all of the other members of BTS as well. So, I think it's left up to interpretation. I mean, again, we have one more
You'll
stream
always,
left
you'll always have that special connection to
V.
V
Yeah.
introducing you,
Yeah.
and then you'll continue to find other special connections with everyone.
I mean, I shared a special connection with Jimin in that B-side episode. So
You
I mean,
absolutely did.
I feel like that's why he's got to be number 2. So
I feel like
Today.
like the ongoing issue for me is that for most groups I listen to, which is a lot, my bias will change from song to song.
That's fair.
So I could tell you like J-Hope was my bias in this song, and the next song it'll just flip. And that's fine. That's
Yeah.
that's fine.
Normalize liking all of them. It's great.
Yeah.
No, that's the normal, I
Yeah.
would feel.
Well, I mean, if you are
Liking all of them.
like all of them, they're cool. Cool guys. All right, cool. Let's get into the next one we have on our list here, which is Autumn Leaves. It looks like it's live. So,
Nice.
very excited. Let's rock. Let's go, Jungkook. All right.
날리는 저기 낙엽처럼 힘없이 쓰러져만 가 내 사랑이 네 맘이 멀어져만 가 잡을 수 없어 잡을 수 없어 나도 붙들 수 없어 yeah. 위태로워 보이는 낙엽은 우리를 보는 것 같았어 손이 닿으면 가슴에 나도 박수를 칠 것만 같았어 그저 바람만 받치 가을의 바람과 같이 어느새 다가오지 말투와 표정 관계는 시들었는 가는 게 보여 가을 하늘처럼 고만 살 예전과는 다른 멍한 차이 오늘따라 훨씬 더 조용한 밤 가슴 위에 달린 낙엽한테 부서지는 끝이란 게 보여 말라가는 거야 천하지 마음속에 꼬여 제발 떨어지지 말아줘 떨어지지 말아줘 바스라지는 거야 내 눈을 마주치는 나를 원해 다시 나를 원하는 날 원해 yeah. 제발 떨어지지 마라 쓰러지려 하지 마라 Never fall 멀리 가지마 Baby you got 놓지 못하겠는 걸 Baby you got 포기 못하겠는 걸 지는 낙엽들처럼 이 사랑이 낙엽들처럼 Never 시들어가고 있어 yeah. 모든 낙엽은 떨어지는 시 영원하지 않은 모든 건 멀어지는 시 너는 나의 5번째 계절 널 보려 해도 볼 수 없잖아 와 넌 아직 내게 보라색이야 마음을 커지 않아도 저절로 떨어지네 미련이 바래처럼 조각조각 떨어지네 붉은 추억들만 떨어 내 위에 떨어져 내 가슴이 떨지 않아도 자꾸만 떨어지네 그래 내 사랑은 오르기 위해 떨어지네 가까이 있으는 나의 두 눈을 멀어지네 벌어지네 이렇게 멀어지네 추억 속에서 나한테 어려워져 내 눈을 마주치는 나를 원해 다시 나를 원하는 널 원해 yeah. 제발 떨어지지 마라 쓰러지려 하지 마라 Never fall 멀리 가지마 왜 난 아직도 너를 포기 못해 난 시들어진 추억을 붙잡을까 욕심인 걸까 지는 계절을 되돌리려 해 서운하게 다 아름다웠지 우리의 그 위에 이제 시들어버린 거 낙엽은 눈물처럼 내리고 바람이 불고 다 멀어지네 All day 툭툭툭툭 비가 쏟아지고 부서지네 마지막에 셀까지 너 마주치는 나를 원해 다시 나를 원하는 널 원해 낙엽들처럼 이 사랑이 낙엽들처럼 내가 꽃으로 가고 있어 yeah. Never fly never fly
All right, that was Autumn Leaves from BTS. You're joining us tonight. Thank
Man,
you.
that was a vibe.
Yeah,
That was a vibe.
that was awesome. All right. Well, I guess I'll cook first. This was another fantastic track. I think I would probably, in terms of songs we listened to tonight, this is number 2. I like this one. Very close behind Rain. I thought the song was good, and then once we kind of like the ball kept moving and like the momentum of the song kept going, it was like, okay, I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. And then like I kept finding new adjectives to like say how cool it was. And then we got into that last chorus. And
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, did the heavens open. It was great. There is so much like vocal layering. I think the harmonies between, I'm pretty sure if I got this correct, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it was Jimin doing like the really high falsetto like vocals at the top. The middle section was Jungkook, and then I think the like baritone was V. If I'm not, I'm pretty sure I have it layered out correctly. If not, I know Jin also kind of does vocals in that range as well, similarly to Jungkook, so it could possibly be Jin as well. But man, this was just a really fun track. I think if anything, this would have been a great song to see live. Clearly, I think they were able to kind of pop off and like show off their own talent, which obviously, if you're BTS and you know BTS very well, you know how talented they are. But this is really cool representation of their skills. I also really liked Suga's rap verse in this song. I feel like it was I think he did a great job in this song specifically, because I know I was a little bit biting my tongue in the last song where I feel like he wasn't able to kind of show off more of his like raspy, more aggressive tone. I felt like this song does a really great job of like being able to hammer that in, and that's, I would argue it has a lot to do with like the instrumentation, the way it's laid out. I think it comes out with like more force or more gusto. So but yeah, this is like second favorite track of the night. A banger.
Wow. High praise.
Yeah.
You guys mentioned Sugar produced the song, right?
Ooh. Okay.
I think I was read that in chat.
I see Jungkook listed as a composer on this, with Bang Shiak.
Chat saying yeah.
Okay. There's Bang Shiak, J-Hope, Jungkook, P-Dog, Rapon, Slow Rabbit, Suga.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, he cooked on this one. This is, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I guess I should say that I don't know the studio version of the song.
Same.
I only know what we just listened to. Therese, how close instrumentally is this to what the original conveys?
It's pretty close. It's missing the panning, obviously, but you can still hear a lot of the keys going da, 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 da,
right, but
and
it
it's a
still
lot of the
has that
background.
same. It still has that slow kind of jazzy vibe movement.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
this is the same
That's
instrumental. Yeah.
okay. That's what I liked about it the most. So as long as it has that, then that's cool. I think that's just a good vibe, and I like the sort of dichotomy that I think Brandon was sort of talking about with Sugar using a little bit more aggressive rap style over this like really kind of like laid back and it's not really, I mean, kind of slow, but it's a very like chill vibey kind of production song. And I wouldn't expect that kind of rap tone, I guess, to be used for the song, but I think it works really well. And J-Hope also used a more aggressive rap tone in his verse as well, to the point where he was like, you know, some of the J-Hope stuff where he gets like real aggressive and is like yelling. Sort of comes out in this too, which I think is really cool. I guess not to use the word again, but an interesting dichotomy of kind of vocals versus instrumental. I thought it was fun. I thought that Jimin's harmonies and ad libs live sounded really great. There was a really nice vocal run that V did that I thought sounded really nice as well. And
I
a little
think that
bit
was
of
an ad lib.
okay.
Because I remember I was like, ooh, he went off.
You might be right. And I think there was a little RM singing too.
Ooh.
Which
Yeah.
always nice to see. It's fun. I think this is one that I like I said before, I haven't listened to every BTS song, and this is one that I maybe I've heard it before. I don't really remember hearing it before. It's definitely one that I'm gonna add to my ever growing playlist and give a spin.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is from the Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2.
Okay.
I always struggle with whether I like Part 1 or Part 2 more. And this is one of those songs that makes me like Part 2 a little bit more. This one, Butterfly, Waylon, there's so many good songs. Bapse. Yeah, but I love this song so much. This was probably my most played song on Superstar BTS. I'm not gonna lie, and
Anytime
I don't think
you have
they
a moment to drop that knowledge, I respect it.
That's what What about the RM demo guides? Right up there, guys.
Oh,
I love those demo guides. Yes, I realize I'm not alone. Thank God. But yeah, I since it's how I learned the discography, this was like on Superstar BTS, this song was in Hangul. So I didn't know what the title was. I literally had to go through Spotify. I had to listen to their whole discography because none of it was translated on Superstar. So I was like, what's that one song that like it's like 2 minutes long, but it's just RM rapping? I love that song. Yeah. So this is number one song for me of this album, I'll have to say. This is my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
Okay.
That was really hard.
You were
really
peeking
hard to
into
get
the
out.
looking glass. I feel like Teresa's. I feel like Teresa's like one of those people that are disarming like one of those like bomb squads, and you're like trying to pick which wire to cut.
What's my favorite? What's my favorite?
Which one's my favorite? I don't know.
Definitely go listen to the studio version because it is beautiful. I also didn't shout out because the last song we listened to was another, I believe, Suga and Slow Rabbit song.
Ooh.
God, I love the Slow Rabbit BTS stuff, man. I just love it so much.
Goated.
So you must. I mean, we tried to make you guys choose, and you also couldn't choose. So. It's really hard. It's really hard.
God, fuck.
Slow Rabbit, more like Slow Goat.
Oh God.
Slow goated.
Don't remind us.
How can you pick a favorite song? Yeah, that was a in the moment pick for sure. I'll probably change it in 2 weeks. So
come back. Curious cheated on us. Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, very nice. Did you have more to say, Teresa? I want to cut you off. So
did I?
know.
I guess that's it. I heard the instrumental's fine. I know that you guys said the studio version is better. I think that's obvious whenever we're doing live versions, but I heard it fine with my headphones on. Maybe that made the difference.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the instrumental for the live version. I thought it sounded good. I was just concerned on whether it was the same instrumental or not.
Right, it's not a remix, at least.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think
someone mentioned the quality was fine.
I think someone mentioned that this was a live band performance for this live.
Okay.
I mean, even if it was a live band, it sounded great.
It was a good band then.
I was gonna say, solid band. Hire them. All right, cool. think we're keeping it moving here.
All right.
Next one we have is Look Here.
Yep.
Very nice. All right, let's keep it moving.
What's poppin', girl? 또 만났네. What's wrong with you?
처음에는 단지 호기심으로 시작해 내게 관심을 보이지 Holy shit 그래 네가 날 도와시 해도 내게 빠져드는 시간 뻔했네 제발 우린 어울리지 네가 없는 나는 빛이 잃은 서울시리 혹시 탔던 너의 빈자리 너를 토끼 굴그래프리 너 없는 하루란 단막 그건 트랙 우리 만남은 우연이 아니야 너를 만난 건 내 바람이었어 너는 꽃이고 나는 벌이야 너는 꿀이고 나는 곰이야 어쩌면 책임듯이 말이 술술할까
Huh.
어딘지 모르게 넌 나를 닮은 것 같아 너무 예뻐 넌 느낌이 좀 나 매력이 터져 이제 내게 줘봐 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐
Oh, is there like little horns?
조만간 네가 날 보낼 테니까 외롭다고 징징댈 땐 이미 늦었어 네 아름다운 매력 내가 알아버렸어 Baby come on 몇 번 문자에 한 번 답장하던 너 먼저 전화해 하루 종일 나만 찾아대 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 나란 남자 너에게 다가가 인정해줘 너 위에 달린 내 가추 아추 재채기 같은 말을 해도 bless you 지루하면 내 모습 매주 데뷔한 대신 너 향해 여전히 뭐 바래 나와 함께 사랑의 바다 향해 넌 도둑난 경찰 혹시 없으네 너 없으면 외로운 도시 속에 나그네 너를 원해 우연이 아니야 너를 만난 건 내 바람이었어 너는 꽃이고 나는 벌이야 너는 꿀이고 나는 곰이야 어쩌면 책임듯이 말이 술술할까 어딘지 모르게 넌 나를 닮은 것 같아 너무 예뻐 넌 느낌이 좀 나 매력이 터져 이제 내게 줘봐 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 조만간 네가 날 원할 테니까 외롭다고 징징댈 땐 이미 늦었어 네 아름다운 매력 내가 알아버렸어 Baby come on
Love you relax in the way, love you is about my rhyme. Baby, come on, think it, yeah, come on, show me what you got. You sexy girl, 나한테 그게 중요해. 내 이상형 충전, 우리 결혼해. 내 일상에 featuring 중태너, 몸무게는 95kg. 널 다칠 수 없어, 넌 미워. 오늘도 이렇게. 너는 pretty 아닌 pretty, 용질리 아닌 미치, 용마지니 람보르기니 비마티니 위니 미니, 넌 비키니와 마티니 또 말시리 참 멋지지, 너 미미니 같이 지니 싸대 이니 미니 마니. 여기서 날 잡아 꺼내줘, let me switch 좀만 제발 편해줘. 하고 있어 봐, let me walk with you. 우쭈쭈 그랬죠 해줘. Get it?
여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 조만간 네가 날 원할 테니까 외롭다고 징징댈 땐 이미 늦었어 네 아름다운 매력 내가 알아버렸어 Baby 처음에 10번 문자에 한 번 답장하던 너 먼저 전화해 하루 종일 나만 찾아대 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐 도망가지 마 여기 봐
Oh my god, that ending, crazy. Oh,
That was a
can't
trip.
spoil you guys.
I already got really
Wow.
emotional. Okay, let's talk about Look Here.
Got a little
right.
spoil.
Oh,
All right, someone give me context. Therese, talk.
context. I don't think I have any context to this song.
Oh god, what type of context are you looking for, Alex?
Yeah, it's in the Dark and Wild album.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. The same album as Rain.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Okay.
like this album then. Can already tell.
It's just such a it's like such a left field song to me.
That's
It's-
fair. I agree.
I don't
Something
know
you
how-
haven't heard from them before.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
like the only way I can like describe the feeling this song gives me is like I just go into the city and I turn my headphones on all the way on like noise canceling mode and this song on full volume, and I just walk like NPC style through like a crowd of people, just like swinging my keys around and like whistling to myself, and it's very like, I don't know, it just feels like very like NPC walking music. I don't know another way to describe it. It like
This is
it-
literally Alex. Alex is just like,
no, it's
Like,
like it's like a no, it's like a no, it's like having like a pep in your step kind of jolly walk. Like I'm just
Oh yeah.
cruising down in town,
Vibing,
like
vibing.
pay
Okay.
no attention to anybody. I'm just vibing with my music. I mean it in like the best way possible. It's like it's very weird and fun, and I feel like it changed a million times and I wasn't expecting any of it. But I didn't hate any of it. That RM verse, I need to go back and look at the lyrics because I raised an eyebrow or two. So I will need to go and revisit the RM verse lyrics and get back to you guys on that one. Otherwise, I got no complaints. This is a fun song. Never heard it before.
Huh.
Awesome.
All right.
A youthful said that it could have been a sitcom intro song, which I totally agree
I
with.
could hear that too. Yep.
Sure.
That was my first thought too.
But
Shared
yeah,
brain cell.
This is one of those songs that makes me switch biases because yeah, that RM verse goes
Oof.
hard.
Yeah, agreed.
He
agreed.
ate.
He
He
ate.
ate. Like
Yum,
damn.
yum, yum, yum. Yeah.
And I saw some people saying the live is way better. The live version is way better. Guys, every time I put a video on here, you guys are like, no, the other version's way better. And I feel like you just might say that regardless of what video is on. I think that might be on you guys.
Damn.
I take it a little personally. It's fine. But yeah, this is such a good. I didn't realize that when you were talking, Alex, about it, kind of like it would switch up so often that it kind of left you with whiplash or something. I didn't realize that people would feel that way about this song because to me, I know all of the. I feel like I know all of the aspects of how BTS delivers their lines. So this is just bread and butter. This is just like, well, not butter. This is just bread.
They have a song called
We
Butter.
haven't done butter yet.
Yeah.
Like butter.
Well, yeah, but it's very much like I definitely can't listen to it objectively because I feel like I know them too well
Fair
to
enough. Yeah.
pick out the different parts anymore. I also really love J-Hope's rap. This for me, the song is like all about the rap verses.
Yeah.
J-Hope's rap with the achoo. he
Achoo.
literally used a sneeze as part of his rap verse, and
I
I love
respect
that.
My man. Hobie the homie.
Honestly, gonna give props to comments and chat for recommending this song because I don't know if I would immediately think of putting it on a playlist to show new army, but this was a really good choice. This definitely pulled through. Yeah.
I agree. I also enjoyed this song a lot. I saw some people referencing both Pharrell Williams and as well as that Prince, and I could definitely hear those musical vibes for sure, which I like. But like both artists a lot. But overall, I thought this was very different, and I think if anything, again, it just proves to me that that it would be such a again left field pick, and I respect it so much because I think it's so interesting how they can kind of go through a multitude of different genres and still have that like core BTS sound, which is surprising to me. Like it doesn't like the instrumental can change, but like there's certain aspects or like qualities that like either whether it's like the rap line or the vocal line, like there's something specific about like either their tone, their delivery, like some of their verses, like that is just so unexplicitly like BTS that even if the instrumental doesn't feel like it would fit what I'm looking for, I'd still feel like I would consider this to be a BTS song, which obviously it is, but like if this just showed up on a playlist and I didn't listen to this, I would be like, huh, this is really interesting and kind of a departure from, you know, again, that song that you would hear as a title song or like some song you would hear on the radio. Again, making just kind of a sweeping judgment on them prior to doing this whole month on them. I would have never thought they would do a song like this. And so I am pleasantly surprised that they're doing something like this. I got to agree, RM's verse was like chef's kiss. That man ate and went back for seconds and then went back for thirds. So big salutes for that. As well as that, also agree, Therese. Love J-Hope. I think again his rap verse was like chef's kiss. And then I think there was some vocal parts with where I think both V and Jungkook were harmonizing together, and Jungkook, I feel like he does kind of like some like Michael Jackson-ish like type like vocal quips that I'm like, okay, like obviously I know like he must be influenced by Michael Jackson, but there was something specifically like inherently like, oh, I definitely think this is like a Michael Jackson like type like vocal line that I was kind of impressed by. So I like the usage of it. I thought it was nice. But yeah, this is definitely like a fun rap section song. I think all the rappers killed it. But yeah, this was a great song. This was a great choice. Definitely, again, something I would have never expected from BTS as a whole, but grateful that it is a part of their discography. So I'm gonna have to give this album a full listen now that it's unlocked for me, you know. So
New album unlocked.
BTS DLC unlocked tonight. Very excited. I will not be gate-kept by this album now. So very nice, very nice. We have next on the list, we have Moving On, and this is a live video. So
I just got really emotional when I saw the very intro to this video because Souzu, as it's labeled in the description of the video, this was a concert done during pandemic, and it just hurt a lot.
Oof.
So and this song is one of my favorites, was one of my favorites pre-pandemic, but is one of my favorites today. This is one that I can purely say one of my favorite BTS songs.
Okay.
Wow. All right, Therese, you put
Let's
a
see.
lot of weight into this song, so let's see. All right, moving on.
Ayo sugar 8년 전 여기 처음 왔던 때 기억해 왠지 형이랑 나랑 맞히고 받고 했던 때 덕수도 화장실도 베란다도 다 파란지 그때 난 여기가 막 되게 넓은 집인 줄 알았지 넌 내 야망이 너무 컸어 그리 넓어 보이던 새 집도 이제는 너무 좁아졌어 17평 아무려 숲생 꽃을 지린 시절 엊그제 같은데 그래 우리도 꽤 많이 컸어 좋은 건 언제나 다 남들의 몫이었고 불투명한 일에 걱정에 항상 복시였고 연말 시상식 선배 가수를 보며 목매였고 했던 꾸지란 기억 잊지 말고 딱 넣어두자고 우리의 인생아 여기서 이 향기 잊지 말고 우리가 어딨건 울기도 웃기도 많이 했지만 모두 꽤나 아름다웠어 8년 고마웠어 Let's go 숨들었던 이곳과
읽어도 길었지만 일들이 있고 많은 추억의 기억이 막 떠오르고 내 손에 때가 되니까 사용해 적도 like 똑같네요 좁은 평수만큼 더 미친 점도 있어 Fire right here 치고받기도 몇번 그래서인지 고운정 미운정 쌓였어 먼지만 이제 쉬워지겠지 처음보다 진도 늘고 처음보다 내 스스로 자신감도 늘었어 이제 자부심을 딱 두고 더 큰 세상 큰 꿈은 난 바라보겠어 새 초반의 시작 어떤 식으로 또 꿈이 두기게 되는 시간 지나라 위치 잡아 먼지 닦아 그나고서는 수고의 짜장면 하나
처음 들었던 이곳과는요 이사가자 이제는 더 높은 곳으로 텅빈 방에서 마지막 짐을 들고 나가려다가 잠시 돌아본다 울고 웃던 시간들아 이제 안녕 난생 처음 엄마의 뱃속에서 나의 첫 이사 나를 세곤 했어 애매한 기억 나의 이사의 대가는 엄마 심장의 기계와 광활한 용서였어 2010년 그 해겨 대구에서 철없던 내가 이 세상에 크게 재건했어 쌍업적 이랑 집으로 이사가 대가는 역바가지 또 자락이라면 나 향한 손가락질 이처럼 이사는 내게 참 많은 걸 남겼지 그게 좋던 싫던 내 삶 속에서 많은 걸 내 삶은 월세 나도 매달려 알아 내 자존심은 보증금다 건지 하루를 살아 그래서 다시 이사 가려고 해 아이돌에서 한 단계 위로 꿈이 더 필요해 이번 이생에서 없는 나를 어쩔까 다른 시리가 정해 이사가자 처음 들었던 이곳과 나와 이사가자 이제는 더 높은 곳으로 방에서 마지막 짐 들고 나가려다가 잠시 돌아본다 울고 웃던 시간들아 이젠 안녕 이사가자 처음 들었던 이곳과 안녕 이사가자 이제는 더 높은
Nice V ad-libs.
곳으로 텅빈 방에서 마지막 짐을 들고 나가려다가 잠시 돌아본다 울고 웃던 시간들아 이젠 안녕
Stay moving on, stay moving on. Repeating things. People change, things change, and everything changes. After this pandemic shit, what will we get? And what did we get? We don't know, but one thing's for sure. We will just move on.
All right, that was
Man.
Moving On by BTS. If you just joined us,
And
Man.
I'll say that RM speaking at the end is canon. He says different things in the studio version, but he does speak like that at the end.
oh damn,
Oh
Hard.
god.
That was a touching one.
yeah.
A very
agree.
touching one.
Would you like me to go first, Alex?
Sure. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics so I can reference things correctly while you talk.
Very nice.
Don't forget, dual set Bangtan.
There you go. I think she was talking to you, Alex. The dual set Bangtan.
Gotcha.
I think for me, obviously, I don't have the precursor to Therese and knowing what this is, but obviously, everyone has experienced a pandemic, so I feel like, that can be understood in this live video. But I think for me, I thought this song was very well put together. And I think obviously seeing this live version I think gives me a little bit more of a closeness to this song that I think that I may not have felt that way if I just listened to it in like a studio version, or if we just listened to like a normal like lyric video or something like that. And as well as that, I also think that there was like a cool perspective on like their personality as they go through and like rap, because this was like a little bit more rap or sing, excuse me. But I think this was a little bit more chill, and I think like the emotions that you could draw from them were a little bit better than I think I would have expected if I just listened to just like a lyric video. Um, More specifically, I really liked a lot of like the facial expressions or like the delivery of like J Hope. I think he's got a very like emotive, very like warm sort of delivery, and I feel like this song does a really great job of highlighting that really well, which I wasn't really able to pick out on previous songs that we've done. So I appreciate his level of delivery. I think he's very like good at obviously being able to convey emotions and deliver them really well. So really like this. I also think Suga's part was also really well conveyed as well too. All the rappers are great. I think also RM's was very fun. I think to me it's like you really get to get to see like a piece of all of them individually at that time, and like I really appreciate that a lot, because you know you can tell like they're unsure, and like obviously we're all unsure of what was gonna happen. So I think for me that was really like cool to see. Well, I guess not cool is not the right word, but like it was a really interesting perspective on that. Um, but as well as that, I think vocally this was also really fun. I like kind of like the different moments where the vocal line would kind of like peer into more of the rap performances. I thought that was really unique and really interesting, and I don't know if that occurs in the studio version of the song. But I think there was a lot of like interplay between them, and I also didn't realize that there is a lot of interplay between both or between RM, Suga, and J Hope. There is just like this really interesting way where they kind of like feed off of each other, and like they'll add in like little ad libs or little like rap parts that I thought were really nice. And again, I imagine they're probably not in the studio version, but I think it's really really interesting. Um, as well as that, I also enjoyed the vocal line, more specifically V. I thought V was great in this song. I love his like low end. He's just got a really nice warm tone to his voice, and I think that was really nice. But I also appreciate like uh Jin did one of those vocal sections. I think Jungkook did one, and then obviously Jimin did one as well too. So I think they all have a unique like vocal tone that is like really descriptive, and so I feel like this song again highlights all of them collectively in a really nice way. So yeah, I thought this was a very solid BTS song.
You think you got it,
Okay.
Alex?
No, I couldn't find any transcribed lyrics from this specific performance, so I
Oh,
can't give my exact reference. But I was other people pointed out I was basically gonna praise Suga's lyrics in particular. I felt they were very emotional and felt very personal. I think the whole song, the lyrics of the song entirely felt really personal. And I think that is like definitely, I'm assuming at least why a lot of people feel like an attachment or emotional to the song is the lyrics kind of hit hard, uh, especially at that time during this performance. I think right,
hmm
because this is what a COVID online concert.
yeah. You could tell there wasn't
Uh,
an audience. It was screens
yeah,
Screens,
actually.
yeah, I
yeah.
saw it was screens of fans, right?
hmm
Mhm.
That's cool. And I also noticed that they were playing the fans cheering every time a new member started singing,
Oh, that's cool.
which is cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Attention to
Definitely,
detail.
yeah. Um, it's cool. I mean, definitely doing as much as they could, right? Like I think it would be really easy to just book a studio and do a performance in a studio, like plenty of other artists and groups did. But I think like going all out with like a full stage production and like getting the fans involved and stuff and having like it feel as close to like a normal concert and some sense of normalcy that they
As
could
close as
is
they could, yeah.
definitely respectable.
hmm I so they did not really talk about this time in the pandemic for them until I think recently.
Oh, wow.
Um when they're doing their solo stuff, they'll give like little nuggets of what it was like. And then they also talked a bit about it during their live concert recently. But um it was harder for them than it was for us, I think. Because their entire livelihood depends on these kind of events. So um outside of the pandemic, because this song was released before the pandemic, much before. It was part of, let me make sure I get it right. The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1. Ugh. Uh, so good. I remember coming across this song before they performed it on Souzu, kind of just like on my own during some really tumultuous times in my life. And I didn't even know what the lyrics were. All I knew was they were singing about moving on. And then at the end, in the studio version, RM says, everyone's afraid of changes, staying, moving on, staying, moving on. And then we keep repeating the same things again and again. I guess that's life. I'm afraid. So what's important is that we still breathe and live in the same place. So let's move on. And all of it just sort of hit, and it became like a huge BTS song for me. And I think even today, like, as much as I can't do tier lists or like rank my favorites, I will always make sure that Moving On is in there, just because it's so personal. Knowing, and they feel that too, because this was written by the rap line and P Dog, and you can tell in the lyrics that this was really personal to them. Actually, all of the lyrics that you guys heard, other than RM at the end, I think were the same as the studio version. So all of the interplaying between the members were the same. They even have at the very beginning, RM says, "Ayo, Sugar, do you remember when?" And it continues. Like, they literally have this banter while they're rapping. And that's part of like them writing the song. I think in a lot of these albums, they have little skits, which I believe is a hip hop thing, but I don't listen to a ton of hip hop. But it's like these little pieces of track that are just them talking. So one time it was like them sitting around the room, making up rap lyrics, like a what's it called? Freestyling together as all seven of them. Another time it was literally Bang PD called them into a room full of microphones and said, "Hey guys, you just got #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. How do you feel?" And they just start talking about that. So it's these little skits in between that are just them talking, and you get to know their personalities so well through their albums because of these skits too. Even if you don't understand Korean, sometimes you just go off the vibes and you can still get it. You can understand when people are joking or not. And this is kind of the song that I consider a bridge between their typical songs that they write and their skits that they have. So kind of like how Paldo Gangsan or the Satori rap was also kind of that bridge where they're literally talking to each other, but they created a song out of it. I just love it so much. I love their interplay. I think it's really apparent that they're all besties and are like in the group chats talking about what they're gonna have for dinner later. It's so nice, and it showcasing that personalness. What's the word? Showcasing that it
The
makes you
interpersonal
feel
relationship.
yeah, it makes you feel like you are also a part of it.
Yeah. I
So
did know
special.
I did notice that like a lot of their I feel like a lot of their writing is like from the perspective of like we're trying to invite you in, especially like the B-side stuff. I mean I wouldn't argue as much maybe for title tracks, and that's fair because like I feel like those are the songs that most people will hear and will get you like maybe much like myself involved with like trying to figure out what BTS is, or again you might only have that like iceberg tier thing where it's like you might not only know the top of the parts where you're like, oh shit, like, oh yeah, I know Dynamite, I know Butter, like those are the songs I know, and like that might be your familiarity with them. But I think a lot of these songs that are B-side songs, like give you such more of a like looking glass perspective on how they are as individuals and how they want you to be a part of their like their community, or like their friend, like their group. They want you to be like, hey, you're a new friend. We want to make sure you're like in the know of like what's going on within the friend group. And I appreciate that because I think it takes a lot of skill to write from that perspective, but I feel like they do a great job of hammering it home. I would argue.
Mm-hmm.
So very cool. All right. Well, we have two more, I think. So the last one.
Oh yeah. Before because I think the next one on the playlist is DNA, but it is deciding time.
Oh.
Bapse or Pied Piper.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay. I have a choice.
Oh, Teresa's choosing. I forgot. Oh my God.
I have the choice. We cannot do both, guys. You guys came up with this rule on your own. It was never the rule for us.
Oh my God.
Pied Piper is a lot more laid back than Bapse is, and I kind of want to stay in that laid back era because knowing that Brandon's favorite songs from today are Spring Day and Autumn Leaves,
Ooh.
I know that he'll like Pied Piper. The lyrics are absolutely insane, which are why it's such a fun one for reactions.
Oh God.
Bapse is a visual pleasure. It is an absolute banger.
Are you gonna make me choose? Is that what it's gonna come down to?
If you
I
want
say-
to, absolutely.
Can I
There's
can I
three of us
throw
here. We can all
Oh,
get a
there's
vote.
three. Yeah,
can
was
I
gonna
throw
say
my
there's
hat in
three-
the ring?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
three of us here.
If I can throw my hat in the ring, flip a coin on Google.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go. There we
God.
go. Then no
Okay.
one can get upset.
Yep, leave it to chance. Heads is Bapse,
Oh God.
and
Oh,
tails
wait,
is Pied
oh,
Piper.
all right. I won't do
So
it. Then. All right.
flip again. Heads
Heads
is
is
Bapse, tails is Pied
Tails is
Piper.
Pied
We're all in
Piper.
agreement
All
here.
right.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. All right. All right. Let's go.
Boom.
Pied Piper.
Oh, okay. Google has spoken, our almighty overlord
The
Google.
mighty conscious, but
All right. Everyone seems really excited. Thank goodness. I was worried people would be mad.
Google has
Faye's
spoken.
decided that we need to touch grass.
Yes, they have. You'll understand.
Oh God.
let me find the video and I'll send it to you.
Oh my God. Google is not a dictator, all right? Well, I will throw it in the B-sides listing.
Yeah, well, we're gonna listen to more BTS after.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
Spoiler alert: we're gonna listen to more BTS after
BTS month's over with.
BTS month. We're not just gonna drop BTS. So
worry.
we will listen to things that we're missing. Trust me.
Yeah. It will be on Patreon. Most likely.
I'm having trouble finding a video. There's one that has it says it has lyrics in the title, but it doesn't actually have lyrics on the video, which is annoying.
Bookworm Janari, thanks for the sub.
If you guys
Appreciate it.
have a search I could use for the live performance Pied Piper, you guys know the one.
Everyone's
the
saying
muster one.
Enjoy BTS more has it. Should we click on that? Go there because I already have it pulled up. For the live for Pied Piper.
You already have it pulled up?
No. I'm saying chat was saying enjoy BTS more. It's on there. So I said I'm already on
but
here.
Are you sure you don't want the muster version? You want the Sozer version?
I don't know what version's what.
I'm asking I'm asking chat.
I was gonna say I have no fucking idea.
I figured we'd want fifth muster.
Oh, muster. Everyone's saying muster.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. I found a stage mix.
Okay.
I guess that'll be it. Okay, look up. Oh. This is a 7-minute video.
Well, we had to pick something, so all right.
Let me
Are you
Horseman.
clicking on
Okay,
the
okay,
I was
okay.
gonna say.
I got it. I'm gonna. Yeah, you can click on Lily's link.
Okay.
It's safe as I said. I will take all. No, I trust Lily.
That's why I say the chat all the time.
All right,
All right, cool.
Pied Piper.
It's Pied Piper.
The coin has decided.
Yeah. Don't worry if
No
you...
Dimple included. We have a whole nother song to do after this. Okay.
All right. Let's rock.
Hey, hey, yeah, let's go, let's go. 나쁜 거라도 좋을 거야. 지금 알고 있잖아.
Oh, you can hear the singing. That's cute.
이제 멈춰지지 않는 거야. 전부 솔직해져 봐. 이제 그만 보고 쉬어 공부해. 네 부모님과 부장님 안 미워해. 같은 영상 좀 사진 트위터 VM. 야전화 좋은 건 어떡해. 만드는 게 나중에 해석하고 적힌 메시지 네 방에도 많잖아. 이 시간에 와 1, 2년 이건 내게 처음이었어. 너를 만드는 건 아니잖아. 얘는 완전 너에게 paradise. Can't close your eyes, can't close your eyes. 배만 접하는 더는 소용없을걸. 날 거부하지 마. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
따라와 이 노래를 따라와 손을 위험해도 날 찾잖아 하루 혼자야 얼마 지나 혼자야 네가 날 보는 거야 다르잖아 그래서 날 따라와 I'm taking over I'm taking over
You. Hey. 일본 시청자들 그 소리를 듣게 됐을까.
어쩌다 그래 나는 조금 위험해 너를 그나피리 부는 사나이처럼 난 널 조심해 너를 시험해 알면서도 이끌리는 선악가처럼 미리 모든 걸 깨워 소리 너를 태워져 이끌려 반응하는 널 괜히 혹시 숨을 불어내려 난 너의 곁에 플래셔 해나올 순 없어 Never
아닌 건 아니잖아
이리 와난 너의 paradise.
Can't close your eyes 발버둥 쳐봐도 더는 소용없을걸
날 거부하지 마.
Let's go 1, 2, 3
소리 따라와 이 노래를 따라와 조금 위험해도 날 찾잖아 하루 혼자야 날 마치러 온 거야 네가 날 보는 거야 다르잖아
그래 네가 좀 위험해. 나도 나에게 다 못해. 걱정은 너의 손을 너에게만 따뜻해 따뜻해.
만약에 내게 널 멈추고 있는 거라면 나를 용서해 줄래 난 멈추 못 사니까 다니까
I'm taking over I'm taking over
The power stands for Marv. Big salutes. All right, that was Pied Piper from BTS. Very nice.
All right.
That was fun.
Ah,
You were this was the song that you said the lyrics were crazy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause
You read them and you're like, are these fake lyrics?
I was like, okay, so I was kind of as what I as I usually tend to do, sort of going back and forth between like watching the members, listening, and then like going back and forth to the lyrics. And I kept getting when I would go back to the lyrics, I'm like, I,
Because
I'm like,
if
I'm
you just
lost. what
if
am
you
I reading?
let's recap, because if you just listen to the song, like probably most of us did, we just listened to it on the album and we're like, yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of groovy, I'm into it. And then you actually watch the video with the lyrics matching up and you're like, they didn't really say that, did they? And they did. This song was about Pied Piper. They are the Piper. We are the rats following them. Rat Girl Summer over here. They
I don't know if that's
they
what it was, but sure.
no, literally. Were you reading while you were watching,
I
Brandon, or
was
were you
reading.
just
No,
listening?
no. I was reading, but I'm saying, no. I was more making a comment on the Rat Girl Summer thing.
Yes, we are in Rat Girl Summer with this with this song, because
I've never heard
it's
this before,
literally.
so
Oh, really? Oh,
no.
it's kind of old at this point.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'm old, so thank you. Thanks for
but it's
reminding me.
basically like embrace your ferality, because that's what makes you fun, I guess.
Okay.
And in their lyrics they're like stop watching and study for your exam. Your parents and your boss hate me. The videos you've already watched, the photos, Twitter, V app, which was V Live, which was Weverse back in the day.
Okay. Yeah, I
Bon
did see that.
Voyage, which was their trips, videos that they would film. I know you like them so much that you can't help it, but stop. These are the literal lyrics, by the way. I'm quoting them. Stop, analyze the music video later. You already have a lot of my photos in your room anyway. This song is a prize that I'm giving to you. Good girl.
Okay.
Like, they literally called us out,
Damn.
Yeah.
and we deserve it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of feel like a mix between like I felt like I felt disrespected, but then at the same time they're like holding their hand out, like saying like, "Hey, I got you," you know? It was kind of like a combination of the two, which I was like, again, I didn't really take it as an insult. I was just kind of like, again, I read the lyrics and I don't know if chat was like looking at my screen or not, but I was just like, I was having a brain malfunction reading some of these lyrics. I was like, are they
Yep.
like what? Like I wish I could have gone back and like looked at them, but it was just so like, oh my god, like I don't like if I was a BTS, like a heavy BTS fan, and this song came on and I was looking at the lyrics, I would have been like, wait, are they dissing me? Are they dissing me right now? I feel so disrespected, but I'm still gonna listen to your music. So I was pretty surprised about this one. This one was very interesting. I think the musicality was great. I loved this video specifically because of being able to see them like live. I gotta give it up for Hobie, man. I feel like he again just he knows he's pulling on those heartstrings, man. Like once he was like doing that goofy shit with like the light stick, I was just like, that's some shit I do. Damn it, you know? God, fuck. So, damn it, man. Hobie really pulling up. I hate this.
I think I sort of got the same vibe that Dilemma Cave and Chat just made. It feels sort of like an in joke, like an inside joke, sort of like they said like we're all hopefully knowingly participating in parasocialism, so it's like fun to joke about, kind of like a tongue-in-cheek little fun.
It's a little light.
Yeah, I that's definitely the vibe. That's fun.
Also,
I think it's
thanks
good to be
Lily
able
for the
to.
pick.
Yeah, I think it's good to be able to make songs like that and like joke about it and sort of have fun, be able to like poke a little fun at the fandom while
It's
not
very
like
it
not
breaks the fourth
really
wall.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like funny in a weird way.
Yeah. It's like has anyone watched Psyche K, the anime.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
It's the similar humor of like he is so strong and powerful. He can like read everyone's minds. He doesn't even like speak with his mouth. He just delivers his words to their minds
Yeah.
and he like lets everyone know, like whoever's watching, what's going on because he's so smart. He can do all of that, and it's the same sort of vibe. He's just like they're breaking the fourth wall and they're letting us in.
Oh my god. Yeah. I thought that was good. I agree. I again, I like the aspect of that, and I also think they were just having a good time on stage. Like it was like a little sexy, you know? Like V was like doing
Yeah, oh
some
my
shit,
god, that V with a little hip shaking.
hip shaking. I was like, okay. You know, let me know. You know, I
Yeah.
can't diverge from him
saw
being
it, we
my
saw it.
bias. You know, I
Yeah.
couldn't let it. You know, he had to let me
And
know.
we'll get into the concept of this album later, but this is on the Love Yourself Her album,
Ayo.
which we're about to actually watch the title track to this album.
Let's
So
go.
Let's go.
yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's do it now. Let's talk about the Love Yourself series. I'll talk about briefly. We'll get into it more next stream. But the start of the Love Yourself series was basically going through it's just going through the different parts of loving yourself, like recognizing who you are yourself, and then like I'm probably not going to explain it well, but just remember that this is like the upbeat, we don't have to get introspective part of love yourself for now.
Okay. Interesting. All right, cool. Mochi says loving somebody until you realize you should love yourself first.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we're in the love someone else stage, and that's what Pied Piper did.
For real. All right, cool.
Or wait, love someone until you realize. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I lost my words. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Let's get into it. DNA. Oh.
처음엔 널 알아보게 됐어 서로를 불러왔던 것처럼 내 혈관 속 뒤에 네가 말해줘 내가 찾아 헤매도 너라는 걸 우리 만남을 수학의 공식 종교의 유법 우주의 선미 내게 주어진 운명의 증거 너는 내 꿈의 주석 Take it 너에게 내밀 내 손은 좀 해질 숙명 걱정하지 말라 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우주가 생긴 그날부터 계속 무한한 세기를 넘어서 계속 우린 저 생에도 아마 땀 생에도 영원히 함께니까 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 I want it this love I want it real love 난 너에게만 집중해 좀 더 세게 나를 이끄네 태초의 DNA 네가 널 원하는데 이건 필연이야 I love it 우리만이 true love it 그녀를 볼 때마다 서술과 책에 놀라 신기하게 자꾸만 숨이 멎는 참 일상의 설마 이런 게 말로만 듣던 사랑이란 감정일까 애초부터 내 심장은 널 향해 두니까 걱정하지 말라 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우주가 생긴 그날부터 계속 무한의 세계를 넘어서 계속 우리 전생에도 아마 땀생에도 영원히 함께니까 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 돌아보지 말라 운명을 찾아낸 우리니까
Great bridge.
후회하지 마라 baby 영원히 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 함께니까 걱정하지 말라 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우연이 아니니까 우연이 아니니까
Ah, interesting. All right. That was DNA by BTS. If you're joining us for our final song of the evening. Very nice.
What a good one to end on.
What a yeah,
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah.
very nice. I guess I'll cook first. This was great. Again, continuing on very similarly to the EDM era of BTS. You know, I appreciate this one. I think their sound continues to evolve with each release that we talk about. But this was just so much fun. Like, I think the choreo was great. Shout outs to whoever did the choreo on this. Awesome stuff. I love that one scene where the camera shoots and they do that like whole line where like they do this like basically like a lot of popping and locking kind of thing, but their arms are tied together. I thought that
Oh
scene
yeah.
was so sick. And then at the end, I like how they were all in a line and they all were doing that like really sick choreo. So big salutes on that. Very, very fun. Of course, I feel like I have to mention one of my favorites, my top dog, V. This song, man was eating it up. Yum yum yum, delicious. Love this song. I think he did fantastic. I love the bridge section, that like low register that he has, like that baritone range is just like chef's kiss. I love that. As well as that, just like he started the song off great. I think he just like really just went in, crushed it, and like was just so methodical about it. So I appreciate that a lot. But I also really enjoyed, again, I know I keep mentioning J-Hope, but man, his choreo in this song, chef's kiss, man. He he's got
did
like
kill the choreo,
he
especially at the end there.
killed the choreo. Oh my god, his like facial expressions, man. That dude's be owning me right now, so I'll tell you what, I like it. This one was very fun. I can imagine if people came into BTS through this song, totally makes sense.
Definitely was one of those songs that I think was a gateway for a lot of people.
Mm.
If I'm sort of assuming, I think it was around. This is one of the songs that definitely did well in the West, right? So it definitely
Yes.
got them a lot of
I think they were
fans.
already doing really well, and then they were able to act on that popularity with this era, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess kind of to piggyback a little bit on Brandon was saying about this being a very like good V song. I also think it's like a great. It feels like a great introduction to people who are like getting to like their first experience seeing BTS perform on like a US show or award thing, or first time seeing like anything K-pop related or anything BTS related, and like the first introduction is you get like V's vocals in this song. I feel like that's like a solid pull in. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Agreed.
Like I'm sure like any of them would be fine, but I don't know, something about V's vocal tone. I've said it a million times tonight. Ropes you in. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Um, something AMAs. Thank you. Um, something that I like a lot about the song, is that last chorus sort of intertwines the pre-chorus and the chorus together. If you pick
Yeah.
that up,
Yep. It did. Yeah.
it does the instrumental drop of the chorus with the like the vocal hook of the pre-chorus
Pre-chorus.
or pre-chorus, I
Yeah.
guess, technically. But it's pretty interesting. Like it doesn't sound out of place or sound weird, but it's a pretty interesting change up at the end. And yeah, we can add the end of the song into our K-pop noises playlist with all the la la las fit right
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess kind of just retweeting what Brandon said. The choreography in this song is very fun. It's very. I really like that kind of like chain DNA chain choreography they
Yeah.
do, where
Yeah.
they sort of like link together and sort of do a. I don't know, what do you call it? Like a worm sort of.
That's what I was saying. The
Like,
popping and locking kind of thing.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. What do you call it? Like they all kind of like move their arms in like a chain, sort of like like their DNA strands or something. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I remember this is one that I watched a lot of like choreography and like dance practices and covers of, because
Rightfully
I just
so.
thought that was really, really fun choreography.
I'm curious because I come from a circle of army that really have quite a few criticisms of DNA. And one of them is the Helix choreography. I think it's cool. They think it's kind of cringe. But I know that it's not an unpopular opinion to have criticisms about DNA. So I'm curious what those criticisms would be. It looks like we have a lot of DNA lovers in chat, so maybe we won't get that answer tonight. But but I really, really love this song. I love this music video particularly. I think this is the first one I checked out of BTS after I found Blood, Sweat, and Tears through a reaction video. And I was like, wait, I should watch music videos more. These are really good. And I think DNA was one of the first I looked up from BTS. And it's just so colorful. It's gorgeous. The camera work is
Yeah.
insane.
Camera
They
work is
literally
wild.
I watched the behind the scenes on making this video, and they got like they literally strapped a camera to a Kuka arm, which I've talked about a Kuka arm
You
in
have.
our Robot Lore
You
17
did. You
reaction.
did. You did. Yep. You
This
did.
is
You
this is
cooked.
an arm. This is an arm that I know because we have used it in fabrication to do like 6D carving with a drill bit, so it can literally go all around. And they also use it on, I don't know if you guys know this, but on the Harry Potter Forbidden Journey ride, that is what is spinning you around, is a Kuka arm. It's you're sitting in a chair and it's just on that Kuka arm, like wee wee. So it's a
Ride
widely
lore from
used
entries.
robot. I love robots, by the way. It's a widely used robot for many different applications. I've never seen anyone use it on a camera before. That was so cool. It was so cool. And you can see it at the beginning when they're doing the zoom ins of Jungkook at different angles. That's all programmed. So it's like
Yeah.
it gives you that perfect like cut.
These are, I think, for reference, are these the same cameras that like you see? There's like viral videos of people doing those super focused zoomed shots of like celebrities. You know what I'm talking about, Therese?
Maybe,
Like there's
probably.
like it's a hyper precise, very fast
Yes.
like mechanical arm, and
You'll see it in,
I've
like,
seen that used for like there's somebody that does videos of that where they do that of celebrities on like a red carpet, and
Oh.
it's I
Oh,
think
yeah, yeah,
it's sort
yeah.
of the same thing where they
I know
give
what you're talking
somebody
about, yeah.
like a point to stand on, and it does like a super precise movement.
Yes. Yeah, and, they also used it in aespa's Black Mamba, iconically. I think it got a lot more use during the pandemic because they weren't able to get, like, the camera, or they were focusing more on the camera angles because they couldn't get as much, like, audience interaction.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense.
I just love Luzette's calling me out. Therese, I love mazes, robots,
I
and
saw-
Jin. That's me, guys. I love it. And I was going to mention, as much as I love V's vocals in this, I think he definitely starts the bridge off super strong. My hard hitter was Jin on the bridge.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm going to back it up and say my favorite in the verses and the chorus was Jungkook.
Ooh, yeah.
And there was one part where he does like a little rap with Suga, and they put some sort of filter over his voice, and it sounds so cool. I kind of want to hear them use that again. But I also love Jungkook's voice as it is.
Agreed. Yeah.
I love robots, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this music video because of that robot.
Oh my god. Also,
My bias
also,
is the
I wanted to
robot
give-
camera.
I wanted to give a shout out. I saw our friend Eric is in chat.
yeah, Eric.
Oh.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, come
Everyone,
join us for more.
His Twitch is Yoshi Star Gaming. I saw you doing some Unbi
Unbi,
track
yeah.
tracking the other day, ranking.
Wow.
Yeah, the homie.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Tay by Tay. They said that the choreo was done by Christopher Martin with Keon and Mari Madrid. So thank you for that, Tay by Tay.
The Christopher Martin?
Not
Like,
Coldplay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Not that Chris
This dude
Martin.
is talented.
Different Chris Martin. Arguably.
We got a collab even before they did the Coldplay cover, guys.
that's
It was
exact-
in DNA.
Yeah. How did we not know?
Uh,
We knew Tay by Tay.
how about a robot Jin that solves mazes?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That you would kill Therese.
I would
Therese
spend
just found
my
her
life savings on that.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
God.
Therese just found her like life project.
Yeah.
But my robot Jin would literally just be a robot, and then I'd print out a page of Jin's face and just tape it on.
No.
That'd be it.
Oh my god.
Was your bias in Star Wars C3? R2D2 all the way, man. R2D2 bias. Yes.
Nah, BB-8, dog. That's it.
BB-8's cute. That's
BB-8.
true.
BB-8's. Come on, let's go.
But have you
BB-8.
seen the R2D2s that people actually build
Yeah,
and
yeah.
roam around? Oh, they're so
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. I have seen it.
I'm more of a
Well,
Star Trek fan though.
Oh.
So.
Oh.
Interesting.
As I think Alex said that Alex said earlier this week, he was like, I have 5 Star Wars tattoos when we were hanging out the other night, and then
Oh, wow.
proceeded to answer some Star Wars questions. So very fun. That was in personal
Wow.
life.
Incorrectly.
Incorrectly.
Oh.
Yeah,
So, doesn't mean much.
it's all right. They're tattooed on your body, and that's what matters. Yeah.
Yep.
Therese, Sarah asked, "What's your favorite time travel method in Star Trek?"
Oh God.
Wow, this is getting.
I don't think I know all of the different time travel methods. I am an original series girly. They do a little less time travel in that and a little more hand puppets.
What?
It's more low tech stuff, but
Okay.
let's see. I'm trying to like go through my mind. I was just referencing the my favorite alien was a salt vampire alien from a man trap, I believe was the episode.
Oh my
But
God.
I don't know if I have a favorite time travel.
So interesting. I don't know how we. Oh, because we started talking about robots. Never mind.
Yeah.
Um,
I like next gen. I do like next gen.
very nice.
I
very
dated a Riker. not because of that, but it was a good coincidence. Like Commander Riker is one of the main characters of Star Trek Next Generation, and he was named after that character. Getting too personal.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We wanted to let you cook, so we in fact did
That's it. That's all. That was the whole story. I dated a
Yeah.
guy named Riker after the Star Trek character.
Okay, there we go. The
I
more
liked
you
Star
know.
Trek before that, though.
It was at that very moment
Yeah.
Teresa's like, I love Star Trek.
It was at that moment I was like, God damn, I'm a nerd.
Facts. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway.
Very nice. All right. Well, if you joined us for this, thank you very much. Our next stream is Monday, and it is I believe the final one of the BTS month. I know, big sad, but don't worry, we'll be doing
The
more-
official
closeout.
official BTS month.
Yeah, we will be doing more, so don't worry if you are watching these and you're like, man, I really wish that Audio Addiction would do more BTS. We got it. Mochi,
I will
be making a video on
that
Converse High. Don't worry. I got you.
I will warn that our channel does do a lot of K-pop reactions.
Yes.
And we are all multi-stands. That's
Yes.
I didn't realize that would be a point of contention, but we love a lot of different music, and it's not just K-pop, but we do love a lot of different K-pop stuff. If you're open to listening to other K-pop groups, definitely join us. If you're just here for BTS stuff, you'll have to wait for the individual uploads whenever those happen. But when we check out BTS, it will probably be in lieu of other K-pop.
Yeah. Yo, it's crazy. I've never been called a multi-stan as an insult before.
I know, me neither. I was over here like, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Meanwhile, I
wait,
was just here.
that's a good thing. Lady Jezebel. Yeah, we've done some J-pop.
Yeah, we have.
The J-pop, I think we've also maybe checked out a little bit of C-pop. The problem is, like, for the most part, it can't really ever go on YouTube because of the way stricter copyright. So it'd probably be like Twitch only, maybe Patreon re-uploads, but it gets mixed in, I think, here and there. We definitely have done a handful of like J-rock and J-metal.
Yeah.
I know that we checked out some K-pop artists, Japanese stuff. I think we're planning on checking out Niziu soon-ish. We checked out Miai.
You know who else we should add? Cat's Eye. They're gonna debut soon, and I'm super excited. They're not Japanese, but they are a idol group from
Gakko
America or based in America.
Yeah, Dilemma. I've seen Atarashi Gakko live. It's very fun as well. I had in the clouds last year. Very cool. I don't know that we have listened. I don't think we've listened to them here, but we probably could at some point. Maybe on like a variety night. They are very fun. I can't think of a better word for them other than fun.
Yes.
NCT is like the
not again.
No.
Oh no. It's
NCT is like I just don't know how we would do it.
We purposely avoid them.
No, don't
Yeah,
say
well,
that, Therese.
It's a lot.
I mean, avoid is like a strong word. I think we just don't know how to tackle NCT because it's like it's confusing to know what to do in what order and how to structure it.
And none of us are end citizens, so we
Yeah,
don't
none of
know.
us really
It's like
know
trying
much
to
about them.
It's like trying to it's like the blind leading the blind through the Fate Stay Night series or whatever. It's so hard. But yeah, definitely join us for the other places.
Yeah.
And I was suggesting that we do IU after BTS month because I feel like she's a good follow-up.
I know Gunky's gonna be stoked. Gunky has been trying us to get us
love IU. I already have her playlist and everything. I'm ready.
You do. We're ready to lock and load IU. So, yeah. We love the Rose. We did a Rose deep dive. We did Shiny deep dive. 1OK Rock's great. Love them.
IU half month.
IU half month. Yeah. We'll probably do a good bit of
I think
IU.
I got her into 2 parts, just 2 parts.
IU month.
That's without B-sides.
Yeah. I don't think
God.
there's really many other groups that we could really do a whole month for.
Yeah, for real.
There's a lot.
honestly.
Well, for a whole month, no.
No,
I was
no,
thinking.
yeah. a whole
IU
month.
week. Probably.
Yeah.
It
We were
might be
just
a
talking
double shift.
about Blackpink. Funny enough, I just saw that apparently they're planning something, quote unquote, for their 8th anniversary in August. The running joke is like, does Blackpink know? But I would love to do. I think I really do want to do a Blackpink thing. At
We
some
want to
point,
do
but
DPR.
DPR would be fun.
oh my
Yeah.
god, who knows? I want to do Blackpink if they're gonna release more music.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
a
would
little,
love,
man. I'm a little sour.
but we could get a bunch of B-sides in if we do a Blackpink deep dive, and that's where I love.
We could do a Blackpink deep dive, include every song and every solo, and it would still be Blackpink week. And I say that as a like debut era Blank. I love Blackpink, but man,
Glossy Chimney, we love baby metal. More specifically, Alex and I love baby metal. So
I love baby metal.
they're sick. Shout outs. They're very cool. Yeah, we'll try to do what we can here. Some of the groups that you guys have mentioned in chat we have covered already, so feel free to go check out the playlist. We normally, again, if there's no issues, normally they go up without a hitch on YouTube. So, if not, then let me know and I could add a specific one to the Patreon if you missed out. But I did see one that suggested 17. We have done 17. That is complete and fully on Patreon now, all 3 parts. So you can go watch it there. But yeah, very stoked. We have, again, one more stream for that. As well as that, we will most likely be doing a stream on Monday, and then maybe I'll tackle some more B-side stuff on Saturday or something, since I don't think I'm doing anything Saturday. So
Wow.
maybe I'll double dip and get some more BTS stuff that y'all recommend. I'll try to do it at an earlier time so the people that live in the not Americas and i.e. Asia will be a little bit easier. So that's
America's in a weird time zone of its own.
America's in a
That's
weird
for
time
sure.
zone. So yeah. Island. Alex, what are we doing?
You want to catch up on it tomorrow and Friday? I'm down.
We could do that. Yeah, we could do that. I got something I think tomorrow, but might be able to do it. Definitely will be able
America
to do it.
has 4.
Maybe we'll do a long stream Friday.
Could do a long stream Friday. That is correct. Yeah. So, yeah.
We'll keep the YouTube community tab posted on Island. I would just go with, we'll probably do a big catch up stream on Friday. That sounds like the plan. Me and Brandon just gotta figure out our schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing Island stuff. I've been staying out of it. I'm just excited to see what debut comes of it.
Teresa's just on the sidelines.
Yeah, we have more than 4 time zones if you count Hawaii and Guam. Guam is also Guam is in Korean time, I believe.
You're correct. Yeah. So very cool. Well, we want to try to make it palatable for everyone. So yeah, come hang out. Well, we would love to see you in future streams. But yeah, if you want to join us for more, let us know, and we'll try to accommodate everyone. So very fun. We'll see y'all on Monday for more BTS stuff. If you want to join for B-sides, possibly, I'll let you know. But most likely will be Saturday. So give congrats to Therese. Therese put this together, so big Therese and big congrats to you for showing up.
You guys put together half of this playlist, and so did our overlord Google. So thank you to you guys. Thank you to Google. Don't take down our videos, please. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
See you guys.